YouTube.
Or should I?
Yeah, you're good. Let's see, are we live? Okay. Yeesh, Tristop. We got Tristop on stream today. He is in the bathroom right now. What the hell? Hey? Oh my god. Is my camera cooked? Is everything cooked? Alright. We'll see. Good morning, everybody. Tristop is now back. I don't have to say his BRB. And
What's good, Dangler?
Tugi and Sodium are live right away. So today is a CTL watch party starting out with Tugi versus Sodium as our first match. This is Division 1B. These players, Tugi is 2-4, Sodium 1-4 in matches. No, that's a little bit old. Sodium at this point is
Yes. Sodium is also 2-4.
2-4. Yeah, it just wasn't updated on the site, I don't think. Because Sodium defeated Ansel yesterday. So it's kind of an even matchup, no?
I think it's pretty even. I don't know how good Tugi is with roll. Because he has been popping off. I think yesterday he got back-to-back 1.4s, but Sodium also extremely experienced. Knows how to play competition, so I feel like it can kind of go either way.
Right, exactly. Would you like to do the honors of predicting first who you got your money on?
I'm gonna go a solid. I'm gonna go a 6.
A 6.
Slightly towards Sodium.
Favoring Sodium. Alright. Just stop over here. Do we know how Tugi's been playing 29?
Yeah, 29. I don't know how Tugi plays. Of course, he has the dash stacking for 18 and 19, dash world record holder. But I mean, if he's able to put up high scores like back-to-back 1.4, then surely his 29 is also really good.
Right, exactly. I'm not exactly sure how I should feel about Tugi in this matchup. He's, I guess, sort of newer to the world of rolling, been an elite dash player for a very long time, and Sodium has been rolling for longer. However, um, Tugi's just improved so quickly. I think he'll be able to make some noise here, and I think though I'm gonna give it to Sodium as well. Put my pin at a 7.
7, wow.
I think Sodium's gonna come away with this one.
I do want to say that rolling in comp and rolling just in practice games are very different. Because in comp, you kind of have to sometimes push yourself to be more aggro, or you might think that you need to be more aggro and play more like stupid as a result. So it's a very different landscape. So even if Tugi is able to play good off competition, it's not exactly the same in competition.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wondering how it would feel transitioning from being a dash player to being a roller into competition. Like, what am I supposed to do on 19? How high am I stacking?
But right now, Sodium is about 3 Tetrises, almost 4 Tetrises behind. But again, again, we still have to see how they stack on 29.
Yeah, really, this pace we're seeing from both players is pretty awesome. Like 300Ks in the 60 lines. This is well above like
Definitely.
a standard tournament pace.
Tugi on pace for 600 and Sodium on pace for 590 right now. So really good games right now off the bat.
Hmm. When you say on pace for a 590, what kind of metrics or like, you know, like heuristics? How are you
At
calculating that?
110 to 113 lines, if you just add 110,000, you can figure out your score by transition. So at that point, Sodium had like 3 burns for a 590, and Tsugi had 0 for a 600. So looks like Tugi's gonna get around a 590, while Sodium gets a
Oh my god.
579. So
Yep. Sodium had so many O's right there. Or I guess they both did right at the transition, but Sodium got them
gosh,
all
all the
left.
O's. And Tuki too. You can see
Yep.
both on their boards. Oh my gosh.
They both had like the 2 space on the left, which was really clutch for going into transition with a clean stack.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess this is a game where we'll get a sort of benchmark for how they're playing on 19 today. It seems like they're both playing efficiently so far, but that is a good sign for no stupid random misdrops or anything like that.
Ooh, Sodium with that adjustment. Going for the 5-tap adjustment, that was really very risky, but he got it.
Oh yeah. That O for the J, one might call below and 5. It's sort of like the 5 and below adjustment, but done in reverse order, just scooting the O over to get the J left.
Yeah. Now Sodium's board with terrible parity, but gets the T. Okay, now his board is completely fine. That was a nice solve from him, but also behind and ahead in lines, so Tuki kind of put on the pressure the early levels of 19.
Right. The pace has potentially mellowed out a little bit, and we're looking at what might be approaching the 1.1 ranges if they play somewhat efficiently for the kill screen.
Yeah, but right as you say that, Sodium has to take a couple burns from like a misdrop. Tugi though, still piling on the Tetrises. Sodium goes into 26, 843, so yeah, possible 1.1 from him, while Tugi already at 900 before 26, and he's gonna fix that misdrop with only 2 burns, so we're looking like Tugi's gonna have a higher score into kill screen at this rate, unless both of them start messing up somewhere.
Right. 869, 811 is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Yes, stream looks probably pretty cooked right now, so I'm going to make a small adjustment there. I wonder if that'll help.
If Sodium goes perfect here, he can get a 1.1 into kill screen. Let's see if he goes for it. Has 1 Tetris left, but is still behind even while Tsugi just entered 28. Sodium enters 1.08, while Tsugi's gonna almost enter with a 1.2. So looking like the DAS efficiency stacking is really paying off in the long run. Sodium gets a Tetris though. Let's see how Tsugi plays this out. Tsugi set up. Tsugi gets a Tetris too. Sodium still stacking. Ooh, but Tsugi's bored.
Ooh, and Tugi wants that L left or something left. Those flat
It's a
bar
bar
burns
left.
are helping.
Oh!
3 of them and get the Z, but no second Z to the
Unfortunate
left. of
top out.
Tugi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 1.263. Not a bad score at all by level 30.
Sodium's still got the 88k to chase down.
Set up though. Gets the Tetris.
Wow. See if
It's like he's
Sodium
not playing this safe.
this out. Yeah, one Tetris
Okay.
would do it, but oh my goodness, he just had set up. But oh,
He can definitely line out from here, so if he... Okay, looks like he's gonna just line out, taking the safe way out. Definitely the better move as a player. You don't want to take any risks, especially when you know your target score.
right, just a couple burns away at this point. And
What? Gets the spin!
see
And
it.
Sodium takes game 1.
Wow. So yeah, just a line out into 36 there, and what we saw that game, really nice paces into 29. So Tugi C63 at level 30. That's super nice stuff. But Sodium just managed to bring it into the late kill screen. That's what you really want to be seeing for a good set from Sodium.
Yeah. Definitely survival is sometimes more important than putting on the pace early. Because if you could put on the pace early and get punished because of it. Oh my gosh, Sodium putting our stream on CTL.
Let's see it. Oh my god. Yeah, I think my computer's low-key cooked right now, so I'm behind on stream and everything. Sodium exposing our predictions, but it's good. Zempro, welcome to the stream. What's up? How's it going? W.
So
Exactly.
with that game 1, Sodium is favoring our predictions so far.
Yeah, I'm wondering here if we can take a look at that below and 5 right there. Let's see. I just gotta see if the scene works. It looks good so far. So I'll just take a look at it right here. Oh my goodness, it's a series of adjustments. Just Sodium on early 19 there. So yeah, of course, Sodium had made that orange juice there, throwing the O over to the left in 1-2. I think near the end of this clip, you'll also hit that below in 5. Maybe it's not even, but let's see. Oh, that was just the clip lagging.
Yeah, we have the clip here. Oh, he sets up an orange. I didn't even realize that one.
Maybe it just was not capturing this clip. Yep, NT. I made the I made the clip afterwards, but it's just not in that. So, yeah, what an orange juice from Sodium. You can see there. What?
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Oh,
It's
what?
on 21.
21?
Yeah.
Must have missed it completely.
What's good, Justin? Yeah, the bitrate's kind of unlucky, but we do what we gotta do.
Okay, yeah, right here. Let me see if this works. All right, at this point, he gets an O followed by a J. So what you might normally look to do is toss the O into 1-2, and then you'll have some room for different pieces. At this point, it's definitely worth looking for adjustments. And oh my brother, yeah, really once you see that J in the next box, throwing the O over in the 2-3. You can follow it up by putting the J on the left.
Yeah, but definitely a very risky adjustment because, of course, it requires a 5-tap and you're already so high up. If you're not too confident in your rolling, that could just cost you a couple of burns, or like maybe if you get a bad sequence after that, it could cost you the game. So Sodium though was confident in his 5-tap and got the adjustment.
Right.
Was good, Ravations.
Ramations, what is up? Is the bitrate chopped? It's not different than it was before, I think. I think I'd lowered it even more to like 3K or something and it wasn't working. Or it was more favorable there. Regardless,
Yeah, regardless, game 2 is underway with both these players. Very even around the 50 line mark. Only being separated by less than a Tetris. Ooh, Sodium with a misdrop though. If he gets the L, he gets the L, but he doesn't take the roof burn.
oh no.
It's very interesting. Decides to go for the delayed triple instead, which very interesting decision. Maybe he just didn't see the roof burn in time.
Yeah, it looked like he was just tunnel visioning on trying to fill in what was below that gap right there instead of roof burning over it.
Ooh, placing the L on the right instead of making the dependency for the J. That was an interesting placement. It might have been better than what I was thinking. Ooh, Tugi with some misdrops on his side. So, Sodium behind by a couple of Tetrises, but this is his chance to catch up here.
Alright. I'm gonna test just doing stuff in Firefox.
Okay.
Literally nothing is different from the first stream, so it's just stopped for some reason.
Yeah, both players' boards kind of scuffed right now, even more after Sodium misses that spin, but clears the board really nicely. Now we're looking at still just a 1 Tetris difference, so this game has been just even throughout. All right, Tugi looking at around a 570 transition, and Sodium looking around a 540 transition, if I'm reading this right. Now Sodium around a 520 transition. Let's see if Tugi can get this 570. He has 3 burns to do so, but
Yeah, he made 3 burns right there, but it is still possible. He got the T he wanted, and he has 2 Tetrises of height on his board. We'll see.
oh, looks like okay, he's gonna burn right into it, not taking the risk. Very smart because less on 19, but more on 29. Sometimes, a lot of times actually, the way players die is they try to go for the last Tetris on 29, and kind of screws up their board. Um, like you really want to eke out as much efficiency you want on like 19 because of course 29 is so much harder to score Tetrises. But in my opinion, that last level like 28, it might just be better like in the long run to just burn into 29.
Right. Yeah, sometimes just selling out or giving up on the last Tetris will be worth it for just having a better stack into the next level. But as we say, that Tugi stack is not optimal into 22. I'm there.
Ooh, decides to not hold out for the J and just puts the barn to column 10, but it's getting rewarded for it. So it looks like the tables have turned on 19, where last game Tugi was starting to break ahead. This game looks like Sodium is going to take the lead into 29 from all that burning Tugi did early on. Ooh, and another misdrop from Tugi. I didn't see if that was a double flip or if he just did that by accident.
Sodium stack just kind of spiring right now.
Oh, Tugi with the hang. Gets that
Oh
5
my
tap over.
goodness.
Another. Oh my
The
gosh.
Z over and the L to fill it in right there are so good for Tugi.
Those are especially hard because of the bar in the middle. Because let's say those pieces were bars instead. Oh, unlucky. Tugi misdrop. But let's say instead of like a Z and then like an L, he got a bar to put to the left. The bar has like no place to hang over the bar in the middle, but the Z and the L have little parts sticking out that if you don't roll fast enough can easily just hang on anything. So those 5 taps are very clutch, but unfortunately they did not matter.
Right. Let's see.
Welcome to the stream, Dog playing Tetris, 2-time world champion.
It's good? Okay. Um we're cooked.
Sodium trying to go aggro here. Gets the Tetris over. Let's see how Sodium plays this out.
What is up, dog? Welcome to the stream. Um yeah, it's okay, what?
From my perspective, the stream is not as choppy as it was before, but still not in the best condition.
Yeah. Um
Okay, as long as the audio is interrupted, then at least that's fine.
it's my cam. If it just looks like my cam, that might be something different. I'm not sure. I don't know if Firefox is any better than Chrome.
Anyways, back to the game. Sodium with a commanding 2-0 lead, so really favoring our predictions. We might have been on the money with this, but we still have a potential 3 more games to go. Sodium with an interesting opener.
Okay. Um I'll restart my camera once, but like My internet is really good. If yeah, if I have a limiting factor, it's like my CPU or something. I'm not sure.
Both players are tied at 23 lines. So, but their stacks are drastically different. So they just took the same burns, looks like.
Right, early on, sometimes differences in like openers or something like that will actually make a difference in how the game starts. Right here, it's like pretty much the same paces and everything, but their stacks differentiated pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, Sodium's opener was extremely unique. He had I don't remember if it was ZJ, but something with a Z, and he put the Z in columns 7, 8, 9 to start off, which you don't really see much. But he's still keeping pace. He's still in the lead right now, so I guess it paid off for him. Setting up a Vitz, not taking the burn. Oh my gosh, and he gets the Vitz. Ooh, great board awareness from Sodium, placing that J so that it would clear the single and not leave any holes. Meanwhile, Tugi's board with a couple of holes, but gets the J to fill it immediately.
And oh my god, Sodium! I don't know if he thought he had a T piece or he just didn't um, pay attention while he scooted that O to the right, but that S did not tuck in there, and
Oh my
oh my
gosh.
goodness, another S misdrop is just gonna lead him to a decent amount of burns.
And another one. Sodium is seemingly distracted here by something. Truly, what is Sodium doing right now? But maybe we just gotta trust in his stacking expertise. See where he's going with this. But meanwhile, Tsugi's taking more and more of a lead now to 2 Tetrises. Ooh, Tsugi does not adjust the S for the Z. Had to create a L dependency in the process, so now he has a little cavern in columns 3, 4, 5 because of that. Just from one missed adjustment, but luckily gets the J from that. Sodium, nice adjustment to tuck the J. Not sure if it was better though, because it does create a bit of sharpness around the edges of the stack. However, compared to default placement, I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Meanwhile, Tsugi's still in the lead. 1.32 Tetris is ahead.
Can we get
Oh,
some music? Well, the problem is I don't have an ad blocker on Firefox, so I don't even know I'm supposed to play music without ads.
Spotify.
Spotify doesn't play when I have Twitch open or some or OBS open or something like that.
Uh,
You can sing. Here, I can play the same music on Firefox, and then if I get an ad, then I might just end stream forever.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Sodium up very high. Has a
NGC
square
orange.
hole that could
my
be
god.
trouble. Transition to 19 to the 430. But gets his way out of it. But Tugi now with a 140,000 point lead. Tony with some really nice tucks there. But a flat burn with the S over the well is gonna cause some complications. Tugi deciding to pass up on the Tetris for the bar dependency. In my opinion, there, I would have definitely taken the Tetris because the bar dependency was in column 1, making it a very safe dependency. You basically have the whole stack to work with. Um, Maybe if his board was a bit higher, he would have also decided to take the Tetris. But meanwhile, on Sodium's board, super high up. Yes, the tap's over. See if he survives this or not. Oh, he's set up for a Tetris. Does he get the bar? He gets the bar for the dirty Tetris. But now over 250,000 points behind. It's looking pretty dire, and Sodium still has to burn at least around like 5 more lines, especially with that new misdrop of the square.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't see like coming on 10 Tetris leads often in these sorts of sets. 300,000 points down at 24. He has to bring that somewhere closer before 29 if he wants to have a reasonable chance at catching Tugi, I think, without him topping out early.
Yeah, I think even if Tugi's tops out early, this is still not an easy game for Sodium.
Right, Tugi could top out right here, and reaching 900,000 with this board and this score at level 25 is just super tough.
I honestly think if the game goes to around level 35, well, the game goes to level 26, possibly from that one misdrop. Wait!
Let's see, he
Sodium is
hits that
making his
J
way out
over.
of this.
Oh no.
Oh!
Can't get the next J, and that is tough.
Well, either way, that game was extremely difficult for Sodium to come back from, so um, topping out there might have just been a better way to save his energy for the next game.
Right. It would have been such an effortful chase down there. Down 400,000, probably 500 something thousand into kill screen. That's just elite levels of play into kill screen you would need. With Tugi topping out right away, so.
Yeah.
Set back up to 2-1 Sodium.
Even if Tugi lined out all the way to 39, it would still be an extra 100 to 200,000 more points Sodium would need it. So Sodium would have to go get around 500 to 600 post. Like in the theoretical that Tugi just lined out right after. So
Jesus.
really tough situation for Sodium there.
Yeah. So, yeah, 500,000 post is what, like some 8.5 or something crazy.
Nah, actually no, 500,000 is probably around like 6.3.
6.3, okay.
Yeah.
If you get 6 Tetrises before level 36 and 3 afterwards, then you might be able to get that. But that's such a big ask. Small numbers sounds like, but it's not easy to get Tetrises that late.
Sodium with another interesting opener.
Was that a below in 6 or was it the L first?
It was the L first. He set up
6
a
and below on the right.
6 and below, bro.
Wow.
Is Sodium trolling? Is he a content star? The world will never know. But again, with that reverse 5 and below, I forgot what you called it, but using the O first for the J.
Yeah, below in 5.
Below in 5. Ooh, Tugi's board though. A couple of burns here is needed. Gets the J to perfectly fill the L dependency and the J dependency. And it's gonna get out pretty safely. Meanwhile, Sodium also took some burns up high, so still a pretty even game. Sodium's board now with 2 dependencies. Got nothing for that. Only got SZOs, bro. So Sodium here could potentially play dirty, but now that he got the bar, he probably won't. I think from this point, Sodium should probably play dirty because going to that hole. Okay, good. He is getting to that hole in the bottom is very. Will just cost a lot of burns because the hole was in column 8, and he had a lot of pressure around that area. But luckily, he got a perfect transfer get out of that. Meanwhile, Tugi slightly ahead. So even with all those burns, Tugi is not taking too much of a lead. Ooh, Sodium flipping that J was quite risky. If he left the J flat, it would have a perfect place for the Z next, but maybe he was too concerned that his column 789 would be too high. But even then, it would still form a double L, so I don't get the logic behind flipping that J, but everything worked out, so...
Right. It would have kind of flattened column 789, so it's maybe a super safe decision to leave sort of a double well there and have the O to burn, although it does leave you access to less of your stack, so it's definitely a trade-off.
Yeah, definitely. I did not consider the O burn, so that would have... Yeah, if you got an O like after that, you could have easily burned that, but if he flatted the stack by flattening the J, it would have been much more worse.
Wow, Sodium hit a nice adjustment with the T piece there. Making room for an O on the left.
Ooh, deciding to uh just place the J into the J hole, forming the hole but clearing it out with an L. Nails the spin too. Let's see, Tugi 1.5 Tetris ahead. Both around the same pace though, so and the same lines as well.
Yeah, and you're at some 400,000 points, around 90, 100 lines. This is pretty decent. It's not super stellar pace, but it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. Tugi Tugi on pace for a I'll check their paces at 100 lines. Sodium can get a 590 from this, and Tugi can get a 630. Yeah, 630 from this. So both around the low 600 range, but still in competition, that is still very good.
Right, we'll have to see how many burns they take going into transition, but it's looking like pretty decent, somewhere in the 500s.
Hmm. Yeah, after that Tetris, Tugi has 3 burns for a 600 transition. Sodium has 1 burn for a 590. So this could possibly be a 600 for Sodium if he did take some triples.
Right, we'll see Sodium 554, so you can get some.
Ooh, this will be a 600 for both players ideally, but Tugi decides to
Right,
take the burn.
you can get that 601 with the long bar. That's it, 601, 600 transition for Sodium, just shy of 600 for Tugi, and this is a pretty neck and neck game going into transition. So even if you don't talk about how objectively good their scores are, they're really close, and we could definitely see a close game going into 29.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, Sodium though, needing something for the left. Gets two Z's over. It's still not in the best condition. That bar will definitely help. Placing that bar in column 1, very smart. If he decided just to put it in the L dependency, then he would have another column 1 dependency. And especially being very high, it would be hard to get the 5 tap. Meanwhile, Tuki scoring a Tetris, clawing back at the lead. The Sodium takes one right back.
Tetris is back and forth. It's really nice aggression we're seeing from both players, and they're just trading leads over and over. Tristop, if you were to put yourself in Tugi's mind right now, went down 2-0 and then took the next game neck and neck into transition, how are you feeling right now, and what are you telling yourself to keep your mental up?
Well, personally, me as a player, I run off momentum. So if I win a single game, I usually feel really good about the next game. But if I lose like 2 games in a row, I feel terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was in Tugi's situation, I'd feel like absolute trash. But then now I'd feel like, okay, now I got a chance. I'ma smoke this guy.
Right, Tugi has sort of the momentum on his side. It's such a close, aggressive game. You can tell Sodium hasn't lost his grip. He's made a couple misdrops, but everyone makes misdrops. Sodium still pacing. Tugi right with him there.
Ooh, Tugi, nice putting the L down to clear only a single rather than a double. And is ahead. Ooh, Sodium with the bar dependency in the middle. Probably the worst place to have a bar dependency. Completely splits your stack.
What's
Deciding to
up?
just burn. Yeah, with good night.
What's up, Knight? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, by the way. Today's stream has been super scuffed. It's like hardware issues, I guess, but uh, yeah, it's a concept I'm really enjoying. Just putting some Tetris analysis on what's going on in the minds of the players, looking at stacking, mentals, and whatnot, analyzing who we got between games. This one, Tugi Sodium, is turning out to be really close, and we're approaching the kill screen right here.
Ooh,
Tugi
Sodium
Tetris
very high
in.
in the kill screen. Can he get a bar right
Oh,
now?
gets the O to burn that out, but
Oh, Sodium doesn't get the bar.
that's tough for Sodium. Now, Tugi put up kind of a monster pace there. High 1.1 in level 30 right now, and taking this game, he's got to feel really good about coming back from an 0-2 deficit. Now it's neck and neck. It's into a decider.
Yeah, Sodium proving exactly what I was saying before. Sometimes in 29, setting up on 28 can just really ruin your stack. Because the last Tetris isn't guaranteed. Even if you have the well open for 10 lines, you might just get a huge drought. So, Sodium had to pay the price there for setting up.
Right, and Tuki still lining out. I see him on 33 right here. Oh, just an S misdrop, but might be diggable.
Ooh, not with that bar dependency now. Might be a lot harder. Yeah, looks like that's it for Tugi.
Right.
Really good paces from Tugi with a 1.25 on level 30 the first game, and now a 1.27 on the 33.
Yeah, it's incredible. Sodium no slouch either. Had the max out into kill screen, but topping out immediately is not what you want to see. And Tugi took that game probably before kill screen, but also played some clutch kill screen there. Might be scaring Sodium a little bit. We'll have to see what happens in the decider.
Yeah, you could see on Sodium's top right, he had a 20 drought going into kill screen. So just very unlucky for Sodium right there. especially because he had a well open in the middle, so there was a potential that he could have burned it down with other pieces, but he got square bursted at the worst time, and unfortunately couldn't get the squares all the way to the right, meaning either he had to get a 9 left with a J or just die.
Right, exactly. That's so many ways to top out on small medium situations on 29, but players looking ready to go into their next game. Both kind of died to droughts last game, huh?
Yeah. Let's see if Sodium is gonna entertain us with another going the standard opening this time. Not playing anything risky.
Yeah, same openings from the two players, but their stacks diverging by 10, 20 pieces in.
Yeah, we can see Sodium ahead only because he was able to use the first long bar for Tetris while Tugi used it to fill his column 9. But now it's basically even. At the very, very early points of the game, there's not really much harm in taking a bit more burns. I think around the 50 line mark is where you should start being aware of how much you have burned.
Right, that's one of the benchmarks people look for. 50 lines, maybe somewhere around 200,000 is okay for tournament.
Yeah, typically 200 at 50 is a good pace. Ooh, Sodium going for that below in 5 for the third time this match. Tugi now with a square spire and a bunch of dips in his stack is very not favorable for a lot of pieces. But that bar's gonna help him, and that L into the well is gonna help a lot too.
Right,
Tugi can
couple of
get out of this. Yeah.
really nice burns for Tugi. So Tugi's cleared out of that, and now he's about 2 Tetrises behind. Sodium has been playing pretty clean. He's a little ahead of where you'd want to be for tournament at this point.
Yeah, definitely. We said 200 around 50 and Sodium's around 260 at 55, but that misdrop with the bar could cost him a few burns, but ooh, doesn't burn with the T, but burns with the S instead, and the Z instead.
When we talk about the implications of this game, um, honestly, CTL, let's see. All right, neither player has a relegation chance or a prize chance, so it's for the pride, and these players are tied up in CTL standings pretty much in terms of how many sets they've won and lost, and yeah, this is going to be bragging rights on the line. We'll talk to the players afterwards and see how they felt about the set, but going into a decider, this is as close as it could get.
Yeah, and this is also the last set of both of these players. So whoever wins this will be above the other in the final leaderboard. Because their overall scores are basically identical, as Kofi just said.
Right, Tetrising away both players. Sodium just hitting 400,000 at 87 lines.
400 before 90 is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Tugi with a misdrop,
Ooh.
but a square can fill that very nicely and gets the square.
He got the J, he got the square, and the L. Let's see. He got the long bar for that too, and another long bar to resolve it. What more could you ask for? That was a scary looking situation in terms of dependencies, but just got all the pieces when he needed them.
Ooh, but a misflip with the L is gonna cost him some more burns. Sodium at 102, 435. So looking around a well, I'll check it at 110 lines, but definitely ahead of Tugi at this point with all of his burning. Okay, Sodium has one burn for a 590 transition, while Tugi has 0 burns for a 500 transition.
Right, so that's a pretty sizable difference if Sodium could be up somewhere around 90,000 points into transition.
See that both players are taking more burns, so that 90,000 lead should be around the same when we get to transition.
Yep, Sodium with room for that. One more Tetris into 556. Tetrising in Tugi
Yeah,
at 495, and right now I'm seeing a 60,000 point lead, but Tugi's a little ahead in lines, so Sodium has a slightly higher pace lead.
yeah, definitely. Sodium behind in lines and ahead in score. You really want to be in his position right now.
Of course.
Ooh, interesting burn with that T. Did you see that on Sodium's side?
I didn't. What was it like?
Um, his board is very low, and there's like a spot for the T in the middle, but he decides to burn it on the right. Um, which I don't know if that was safety or just like a way to reset his brain for a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm. At this point, Sodium is pretty much solidified a 100,000 point lead, and he's behind in lines. This is the pacing Sodium. Sometimes you want to see good set from him in terms of the scores he's managing into 19 and 29. He's on a solid 1.1 pace right now.
Yeah, 700 at 22 is what you want to see for a 1.1 pace. 824, what he's about to get, same pace. So Tugi, meanwhile, though, still has room to max out before kill screen. So Tugi not on a extremely bad pace like Sodium was in game 3, I think it was.
Hmm. Yeah, I think so. Sodium had some jaggedness in his stack, but he sort of made a hole with an L piece and just managed to skim it out with one burn with that J. And now stacks back into really good condition. However, Tugi has made up the majority of the lead there. He's still ahead in lines, and now he has a center well going on, but he was scoring pretty well for a good bit there.
Ooh, Tugi gets the dirty Tetris. Oh, but a couple misdrops right after. It's gonna set him behind. He needs to get this out before 29. Because, just from seeing Tugi stacking on 29 before, digs up high aren't really good for him to survive.
Right, Sodium 1.03 into 28. Tugi room for one more Tetris. Let's see if he can build out his left into 29. Gets the TPs over, and this is a really nice stack if he could just get the Tetris. Takes a triple and still has room, but there's no long bar yet, so he had to take another triple into 29. There's the Tetris. Now he's 963 Sodium, going to be ahead into 29 here.
Tugi going immediately aggro out the gate. Sodium following suit. Both players getting their immediate Tetrises into 29.
It's right there.
Ooh, Tugi with the misdrop though. That could be fatal if he doesn't get a bar, and he covers the well.
L hang.
And
Top out for Tugi.
game 5 goes to Sodium.
Sodium clutching the set. He was up 2 games. Tugi evened it up, was looking for the reverse sweep, but Sodium shut it down at the last possible moment. He's playing 29. This guy was not ready to top out.
Sodium's placements in games 3 and 4 were a bit shaky at times, so it was unclear whether or not Tugi starting to make a comeback was messing with his mental, but looks like he stayed strong for the last game, and you can see right now he's just going hard on 29. Ooh, can he burn this out? Oh! I don't know if he was thinking about putting that J into the well, but placing that J on the right would have been a much better decision for that dig, but it doesn't matter. He still won the game.
Right. GG's to all the players. Let's see if we can get them on stream. Oh, we're on the CTL stream.
We're on the CTL stream.
All right. Let's see how both of those players were feeling about that. I'm going to see if we can get into a Vs.
Yeah, give us a moment. We're gonna try to get these players.
Yo, talk.
What's up, brother?
What is
man?
up?
Dressing for sure.
Day Huang, welcome to the stream. W Sodium promo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the follow, too.
Kevin.
Sodium, thank you for the promotions. Okay. We might... Wait.
What's up,
Oh,
Biggie?
this stream might be insane. Okay.
Dude, I don't have a suit. The heck?
A suit? I'm not in a suit. Nobody's in a suit.
Oh. Wait, why are you not in a suit, bro?
Why am I not in a suit? Because I'm
Lock
chill like
in,
that.
bro.
I'm chill like
Bro.
that.
You gotta up the, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, why am I... What? Dude, you can see my logo and also my camera. Hi, guys.
Wait, why is my camera not working? I think it's being accessed by something.
Oh, that's me. Okay, I see why.
Hold up.
You have like OBS open? Oh, there
What's
we
up,
go.
brother?
Okay, let me
What's up,
turn
man?
bottom left.
So low.
Is a recommendation to mute peek and listen to me instead?
Yes.
Low key? Okay, no.
Get my mic so I look professional.
I think that might be the play. So like commentary is really good for Dan Vueller. Thank you for the follow. Tuki, thank you for the follow.
What's good, Kingsman?
I think Tuki's just getting set up. Let me get Tuki's cam on
Oh,
here
am I
as well.
sorry? Am I supposed to turn on my camera?
If you can, that would be nice.
Yeah, wait.
All right, let's see. Let's peep all the players. And Kingsman, welcome to the stream. Thank you for pulling up. What the hell? Okay.
Hey, dude.
Yo, we got all the cams
Yo.
up.
Bro, dude, I just realized, how tall is your ceiling, bro? Because it's like slanted, but like you're not hitting it. Like, I never realized that. It's gotta be huge. Oh, never mind.
Like up here.
Our ceiling is 6'6".
Yeah, I mean up here, I guess.
Kingsman, thank you for the follow. All right. Does studio
Bro,
mode just
Tuki's
sometimes
low-key
not
nice,
work?
bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry.
What was that? Sorry?
What
No, I'm speaking out of turn. I'll save it.
Dude, sometimes when I'm in studio mode, it'll just make the changes on stream, and it's like, okay, whatever. All right, we got everybody up. Tugi, I want to ask, how is rolling treating you? Like, how long have you been rolling, and like, you know, like what's the switch like from DAS in terms of like PB play, comp play, and everything?
Okay, so I actually have a lot of thoughts on this, but I don't know if I can recite them all. But I've been rolling for like, yeah, just about 3 months now, and no, it's been good because it just literally came randomly because I was playing think I was playing Counter-Strike with Sidnev and Messex, and then they were telling me about like they always tell me like, why aren't you rolling, you idiot? And I'm like, I just want to play DAS. But then I realized like because if I roll my fingers, it's like natural to like start with the pinky, but I could never like register 4 inputs.
Mhm.
So I just like forced myself to just like go like index first. So like like really slowly, and this is really unnatural, but then after like 30 minutes I could do it like quickly, and then I realized like, wait, I can actually roll. And then no, and then I just started playing, and then it's nice because I always kind of hated playing comp with TAS because it's either really boring because it's just like 700k simulator. Like if you're smart, if you want to play them all, play 700k, which is really boring, right? I always hated that, so I always tried to go aggressive, but then I'd never win anything because I'd just be going too aggressive. So it's actually nice to just play with rolling and just like yeah, and then I don't know, it's good. Like I think it's been good. Like the 29 has been good. I have a lot of like stacking knowledge of just how to be a line-out merchant from PAL 19 with DAS, so that's been helping out a lot. And then yeah, I don't know, it's been good. It's been very good. I'm very happy.
Awesome. That was both of you guys' last game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sodium coming out on top. How do you feel about the set? Were you Monkas after Tugi tied it up?
Nah, I was like, after the 500k, I was like, whoa. and then the last game, I was like, wait, why do you get C75, bro? Like, this guy's kind of nice. And I had a lock in on the last game. And my heart was definitely beating on 18, but it like calmed down to 19.
Sodium, I just want to ask, in games 3 and 4, you're making some interesting openers, interesting placements. Do you want to elaborate?
Nah, I've
on
just
some
been
of
like
those?
studying Dog, that's all, basically.
Yeah, I was wondering if the inspiration was from Dog there. Dog, known for his historically experimental openers in tournaments sometimes.
Nah, yeah, I was just like, I've been watching so much Dog lately, and I'm like, well, if he's winning all his matches after he started doing it, I was like, maybe I should start doing it too. I'll start winning.
Right, exactly. Paces were pretty good. Sodium this set and against Ansel as well. You've been pacing pretty hard into 1929. 2B this game. You had at least 2 games that were really good scores into 29 and kept up early. I remember too, so maybe it was more than that, but that was pretty fire. Are these good streaks, or are you guys just improving like that?
Nah, I was kind of playing like unoftenly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I actually don't know. Like, I think we're just getting bars or something, bro. Like, I was not playing well.
That's what I thought, bro. Like, I actually just stopped getting good pieces.
Nah,
like,
I was like, bro, at one point, I just like kept hearing of it and making a new one like 5 times. It was like during a
Oh,
drought.
I do remember
like, I
that.
saw 2 games in a drought, and I was like, oh, it'd be funny if I did that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know,
Just good seeds?
someone like that, bro.
Yeah.
That one seed was not that good though. Were you looking over, Tuki, at my score?
No, I mean, I was sometimes I was surprised because I know you as a good stacker, and then I like was like in front, and I was like, how am I in front? I haven't been playing well.
Bro, you're ahead by like 400,000. I like 27.
Yeah.
Bro, like I was very confused because
No,
I don't know,
you need to get a
it was
sack
like
though.
it just felt like unproblematic seeds. Like I don't remember any sequences where I was like, oh shit, like, oh sorry, I don't know if you're supposed to swear, but I didn't remember any sequences where I was thinking like, this is a problem. It just seemed very uncomplicated seeds, honestly.
Yeah, we have a fan in the chat. Dog playing Tetris asks, what are your goals for CTWC 2024? We can start with Tugi and then go Sodium on this one. Maybe in terms of quals, placement, whatever you want to say. Having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I want to. Well, obviously, usually my goal was always to just make the bracket. I think I should be able to do that, and then maybe win a match or two. But mostly I'm gonna try to be reasonable, because I've noticed at real life events it's very easy to just like be up the night before until like 5 a.m. get like 2 hours sleep.
Definitely.
have like 5 cheeseburgers the entire weekend and then just like be gassed out. So I'm just gonna try to be reasonable and play my best, honestly.
Nice goal. Sodium?
So if I start a 90 start in quals, I'll probably get second seed, and then lose to Dog in the top 8 because Dog would be 7th seed for whatever reason. And yeah, it's probably gonna be 2-3, and then we're gonna like duel 1.9 or duel 1.2 early top out like 32-ish. That's like worst case scenario, but like let's keep our expectations low.
Right. So you're gonna be perma dog bracket no matter what?
Yeah.
I see how it is. And who do you guys think is gonna win CTWC? Some early predictions?
I mean, hey, Tuki and I have the same prediction, but we shouldn't jinx it, I don't think.
Nah, I mean,
Don't say
I
it,
don't
Tuki.
believe it.
Don't say
Bro, I
it,
don't
bro.
believe jinxes, bro. Now, the thing is, if I had to bet money, I'd be boring and just pick Fractal, but I'm feeling a Dog victory. I'm feeling Dog's gonna lift his
Ooh.
3rd CTWC, and then we're all gonna accept that he's the GOAT, and
Yep.
then it's all over. And I think that's what's gonna happen.
This might be the 2 biggest like Dog narrative pushers like in the game right now in this call.
Wow. The 2G and Sodium doubling down on Dog. That is, I mean, clearly a tier 1 player, but probably not the most predicted to win the tournament. He's very strong, and we'll see how that plays out. Any final thoughts, question from Tristop, anything?
I was wondering, Tugi, during your games, you were some points you were like misdropping and like reacting to them. I'm just wondering, was that just like a today thing? Was that a rolling thing, or what was going on with those?
But see, I don't know if it's my controller that like is kind of bad, because there are days where it's just like completely fine. And thing is, it happens when I'm nervous, but I wasn't really nervous during that set because there was nothing on the line.
Yeah.
So I think it was just kind of bad luck, honestly. I think that like sometimes it messes up. I don't know. I guess I'll maybe look at it if it gets worse, but it's been okay. Like I think I just got unlucky.
Yeah, well, controller issues are definitely always a reoccurring thing if you're rolling, so.
Yes.
Right, definitely one of the toxins of rolling, something you'll have to deal with for a while. But yeah, thank you two for coming on. GG's to both of you, and that's a CTL season.
Yeah, congrats both of you for
Wait,
making
what?
it out.
Don't I have another match?
Nah, that's the last one.
Oh shoot.
No,
Okay.
the table, bro. We're both at the table, man. We got
Hey,
absolutely.
they put me
nothing.
on Zuzutugi, bro. What the heck?
Div 1 Purgatory.
Yeah. GG's, man.
Yeah, GG's.
All right, GGC's players. I think we will go over to Gerald Sidneb now. Thank you guys for coming on, and we'll see you another time.
Good luck.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Awesome. 1 second. Leak DMs, NT.
Alright, we are back.
We are back.
We are back.
Okay. Get your camera.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gerald Sidnev, we don't have too much time to make our prediction before game 1 is wrapping up. We already have these players on level, looks like 21-ish.
Yeah, and Sinna very high up. Ooh, gets the bar over.
Okay. Sidnev is down, but I'm going to give her the edge here. And I'm gonna leave my marker at 7. Okay, I'm gonna change the names here, but I'm gonna say Sidnev is my predicted winner. They're both super strong players, but I think Sidnev is just such a demon on kill screen that might be unstoppable.
I think that I do agree that Sinnev's a demon on kill screen, but she's also one of the more inconsistent players in my opinion. While Gerald, bro, I gotta stop saying that. Gerald is Gerald is always usually not always the highest pace, but always gets pretty far. So I will put mine at a solid 4.
4.
Yeah.
4 and 7. So each of us. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Let me. There you go. Tristop is now on stream. Welcome, Tristop. And standing on opposite sides, I got Sidnev, you got Gerald. It's looking pretty good for you right now because Sidnev is down 200k and ahead by some 6 lines burning. But we'll just have to see what happens. Dan V's got Gerald. Welcome to the chat, Dan.
Nah, I think Dan pointed out my way of saying Gerald, bro.
Gerald. You might not got Gerald, but Tristop's been saying Gerald for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be tough. Yo, Loki, I feel like we haven't been getting ads on the YouTube music, or it's just like silent during them, and I'm okay with that. It's so scuffed what I'm doing right now. I'm watching stream on my laptop or like on my computer at 160p, and then I just have the music on there.
Didn't have possible dig here. If she gets
Oh.
a L, oh no!
Let's not get anything to burn. Gerald, solid 1.1 into kill screen. Gonna take game 1.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. So, yeah, you take over.
And oh, did we already start game 2? Yeah, my stream was behind. Sorry. No, he didn't. Okay, sorry. So Sidnev 781 top out in 29. That's really a suffer game. And when you see Gerald with the same P sets, hello, hitting a 1.15 into the, not even into kill screen, could have potentially been that 1.181 or so into kill screen with another Tetris. That's a huge disparity. It might point to miss drops or some sort of stacking difference. I laughed so hard at Gerald. Tristop, I think you're on your own. I think you're on your own in the Gerald club.
Me?
Yeah, the whole chat's ganging up on you.
That's crazy. Yo, there's a spider on my curtain. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Unfortunate. While Tristop addresses his spider, I'm going to address my prediction, which may be in shambles after game 1. Sidnev really had a suffer game there. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'm really a Sidnev believer. I think there's been a lot of Sidnev doubters recently after a couple of bad sets. I think Sidnev is still one of the best to ever touch a NES, and I'm really hoping she'll prove herself in this next game.
Let's look at the standings right now. Gerald is at 5 games done, 4-1. Sidnev 6 games done, 4-2. Gerald with a 51% chance of getting playoffs, while Sidnev at an 18% chance. So this game is Sidnev's last game. Her CTL season is really depending on how well she plays today. So we'll see how well this goes.
Right, when we talk about Sidnev's 4-2, if you remember, one of those losses was to Tugi, and Tugi's season has not been so great in terms of what you're putting up in Division 1B, but it might speak to the strength of Tugi sometimes in how good he is at rolling, pacing it seems, and potentially 29 play. At the same time, Sidnev may sometimes be an inconsistent player. I wouldn't imagine that, like, I don't think Dan V or Blue Scooty or Gerald lost their set to Tugi. It was probably a pretty decent upset there, and sometimes Sidnev will have pretty bad days, but we'll have to see what happens in this game.
Yeah, no, Sidnev's loss to Tugi was definitely a major upset. I don't think anyone was expecting that. But also goes to show how well Tugi is doing in his first. Is this his first season doing CTL with roll, I'm not too sure, but at least being a new roller and still not being relegated or even like close to being relegated playoffs, really good showing from Tugi.
Yeah, definitely in strong Division 1B here. By the way, all of these matches are from Division 1B. Let me check real quick what we have going on after this. So right now we just played Tugi versus Sodium, and Sodium won that set. Gerald versus Sidnev is currently happening, and then Dan V versus Blue Scooty after this we'll be covering. I don't think we'll have time for the final match, Chiller versus Ansel, but if you want to stick around on CTL, that will be occurring right after that. He got promoted to Div 1, so Tugi got promoted to Division 1 with Das, and currently playing his first season with rolling, so really a strong showing for such a new roller. A lot of people struggle with months, a year with rolling. So hard to get used to such intricate movements.
Yeah, if Tugi got Div 1 with Das, that is extremely impressive. Anyways, the next match though, Dan V versus Blue Scooty is gonna be a very, very, very fun one. Dan basically 100% chance to get into playoffs. Scooty has a really good chance to 42%. Still, Gerald is higher even if his score is lower. It's quite interesting.
Right. The outcome of this match will have big implications for the next one on Scooty's, especially chance for a prize, and perhaps Dan's. We have, Dan listed at an 88% prize chance, so if he takes it against Scooty, he would be going 7-0 and definitely be winning CTL, whereas Scooty in currently second place is a 43% chance.
Let's see, Scooty still has to play Gerald. So after today's round of matches, that's going to be the last one left for Division 1B.
Right, and we'll have still CTL tomorrow and Sunday. Tomorrow I'll be streaming more coverage of CTL Division 1, and Sunday I will be on CTL stream commentating for the CTL Division 1 finale. So there's going to be there's Div 1A and Div 1C, I believe both have yet to finish. We'll see how those go as well. But right now, Gerald just up 1-0 on Sidnev, and about 2 Tetrises up at a similar line count. So it's looking pretty even, actually.
Yeah, this game early on, Sidnev had some complications, but was able to clear that down, and now less than a Tetris behind, or now even ahead of Gerald. So great work on her part to get out of that situation and claw her way back.
All right, Sidnev, often a demon of efficiency herself. Just some good pace catch up right there.
Sidnev on pace for, we'll see in one Tetris. Sidnev on pace for a 540 transition, just about. Has 2 burns for it. Well, Gerald, we'll see right now, on pace for a 560. So relatively similar transitions. Only about a 20k difference. So this game's going to be very even going into 19.
Right. So just trying to secure at least 500Ks here.
Nice Corian thing by Gerald. Getting the Tetris 544 and Sidnev at 548, but 7 lines ahead. But either way, both players are extremely close. Ooh, Sina misses the OJ. Placing the J way too early, and now having to burn. But gets the dirty Tetris. So really not too much of a loss in efficiency.
Right, and the game is still pretty neck and neck. Sinev is ahead by over 10 lines though, or almost 10 lines at this point. Gerald has a pretty good true lead.
Ooh, nice fits by Gerald.
Awesome stuff. We love to see adjustments like this. I wish I would be able to analyze them a little better, but I'm worried that it's going to fry my computer or something. So, yep.
Ooh,
Luke,
Snow
yeah.
just had a really great adjustment. Had a about like a dip, and then had a Z and a J, and flipped the Z upright to have the J perfectly flat into the hole. I didn't even see that.
Awesome.
So great on Sidnev for catching that.
Yeah, those little adjustments will sometimes save you a bunch of burns. Really good stuff.
Going back to the score, Gerald still has a true lead and is still about 10 lines behind. But the overall score lead is... Oh my gosh, they were identical for a second. It was 0.00 difference.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this game extremely close.
Yeah, Sinev stack up high, but super clean. Oh, as I say that, just one misdrop, but if she gets a J piece, okay, gets a couple of pieces that are okay for burning, and Sinev back into a real-time lead. Gerald, however, behind by over 10 lines, gonna be able to make up some of that difference.
Yeah, those T placements from Sidnev up high were really good because they all align the burn to be a single line. So it would be either a one burn clear or just a very safe dig. Anyways, both players about to enter to the 29 kill screen. Or just Sidnev because Gerald is many lines behind.
Yeah, Sinev has a burn to do, but sees that J burn right there and just gonna Tetris into kill screen, another Tetris in kill screen. Sinev, kind of known for 29 efficiency, sometimes plays super aggressively in 29. Sometimes it pays off really well, but others you might just see an early top out. We'll have to see. It's been a couple Tetrises so far, so looking like a nice start for Sinev.
Ooh. Nice 5 tap with the T. Now just waiting for the bar. There's such a drow going on and gets the bar the worst time.
Oh.
No, misses the T-spin. Well, it's still open though, but this board is kind of falling apart.
But hit that bar to the left, and there's the T piece, the J piece for the burns. Some unoptimal pieces, but this is somewhat survivable. Gets the...
No!
Does she get the O to the left? My stream froze.
No,
I'm not
she gets the
sure.
O to the left, but flips a Z upright, and that killed the run.
Wow. Just a high up
Yeah.
dig, and it's suddenly...
Jay Huang saying we should refresh our streams because we're really behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm refresh. Yeah.
Restream CTL. I don't think I'm really allowed to restream other channels like that. Is the biggest problem with this. Like there might be some streams that I can put on, like if someone's on a good game, then I could like put on their stream, but something that's already being restreamed, I couldn't put the whole stream on. I think some of that delay might just be Twitch delay, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's like 3 levels of delay. There's like the players, and then CTL, and now us. So Yeah, last game, Sidnev was playing very good aggressive stacking, but it was very unfortunate that she had to face. Was it a 20 drought? It was definitely a long drought on level 31. While Gerald's board was low enough, and he was also ahead in pace that he could just survive.
Right, Gerald didn't even really top out that game, so yet to see exactly what he can do so far in this set or today, but he is up 2-0, so a really strong start from Gerald. Really strong start for Tristop's prediction. Mine might be in shambles. We'll see how it goes.
So enough setting up the delayed fits. The safest move there actually, because there was no other place for the T on the board. And at that point, your board is only 4 high, so there's really no harm. But right now, facing a drought, another 20 drought, getting punished for that delayed vids, but eventually gets it, and a bar right after. Ooh, Gerald, nice Z placement. Going for that, aligning the burns.
Ooh. You get the J.
Oh, doesn't go for the
Huh.
5 and below. Did you see that one too?
My stream was behind. I just refreshed it.
Let's see, Sinnev with the slight lead at the start.
Gerald.
But again,
A
We're
blank
not-
thing right
you-
there.
not too far ahead. That placement though at the bottom for Sinnev is very annoying because getting to that hole all the way in the bottom while your stack is all the way at the top is just gonna cost you so many burns.
Right.
Yeah, so even with another bar, Sinnev will just have to take another triple. It's very unlucky.
Let me see if I could potentially capture this. If not, that is okay, but let's see if my clip scene would work right now. There's a pretty nice blank thing from Gerald, so I can just show it myself, if nothing else.
Yeah, let's see this blank thing.
So if you look at Gerald's screen, he gets this L piece next, and what you want to look for here is if you're to get a J afterwards in this position, you could potentially put the L down here and set up a J tuck. Gerald notices that he gets another L, so he doesn't do that. There's, I guess, 2 moves you could do with an L piece. You could put it here. Let me see. I can draw. You could put your L here and then have the next one ready to go here, or you could alternatively set up both L's to go like this. What Gerald does is the former move, gets it in the first one, and then on the second L piece, he gets the J and sets up the blank thing just like that. So beautiful stuff from Gerald, seeing a nice adjustment to make his stack really nice and clean there.
Yeah, and I also think Gerald's doing the former move, just putting the L in the middle and an L on the right was also the best like default decision because putting them both on the right, you get that tiny T dip in columns 2 and 3, 4, and if you put the L in the middle, you get a much flatter stack, but still room for a T as all the jagged pieces. So good stacking from the get go and good adjustment from Gerald.
Right. And as we talk about Gerald, he has a medium-sized lead going into 100 lines here, like same lines, and he's about 3 Tetrises ahead.
500 at 110. Gerald looking at a 610 transition about. Sindev looking at around a 550, 540 to 550 range. So See if Gerald gets the 600. Sinev's board is a bit messy in the middle. Gets the perfect J for it though.
Right.
Sinev transitions
Gerald.
550.
Gerald gets the 600 with that Tetris. Gerald up a good 2 Tetrises or so.
Gerald, slight burns here. But Sinev again ahead in lines. So, oh my gosh, the Australian fits from Sinev.
Let's see it. Oh my goodness. What a clip right there from Sinev. Hopefully I captured it okay. You can look over it after the game.
Yeah. Gerald a bit high. Covers the well too, so has to be digging for the next couple of lines now. And
Now-
Sinev with a true lead now, so.
Yeah, with the game so close, that dig is going to be super impactful for the lead. Sinev just with those Tetrises right there, just taking a pace lead, a score lead, and everything.
Oh, and Gerald just has a double flip on his controller, so that's gonna cost him even more burns.
Sinev needing this game, probably locked in, just ready to do whatever it takes to get this first win. Because once you get that first win under your belt, you have the momentum, and you really have a fighting chance to take the reverse sweep, take the set.
Yeah, Sinev looking strong this game. Possible 1.2 if she plays this very efficiently, but most likely going to be a solid 1.1. While Gerald also around a solid 1.1, but just lower than Sinev by over 100,000.
Right, a couple of burns from Sinev could have been a nastier dig, but got some decent pieces and just took some clever burns with them. Just managed to get out of that, get another Tetris, and now with Sidnev's pace right here, it would be probably 2 burns for 1.2, and that would mean could burn like some 14 lines before kill screen and still get a 1.1. So this is just a really solid pace from Sidnev. Gerald also clean in Tetrising.
Yeah, Gerald has 4 burns for a 1.1, so not bad at all for Gerald, but
Oh my
Sidnev's pace is
goodness.
really good here too.
Gerald hit a 6 there, like it was like a 6 and below, but he didn't get the O piece yet, so you can take a look at that later. That was
Yeah, I did not see that one.
really,
So.
really interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what went behind that there.
Sidnev needs to go perfect for these last 3 to get the 1.2, but gets the first one.
Wow, so just hasn't been burning a whole lot, just those 2 burns since like level 25.
Stacking for the last one. Will she get the bar? And gets the 1.2 into kill screen.
Incredible late post play from Sidnev. Gerald not too far behind either, can get this 1.1 from what was more of a lackluster pace beforehand. Sidnev stacking up high though.
Needs a bar right now. Gets the bar. Wow. Gerald enters kill screen with about a 1.15. So really good games from both players into kill screen right now.
Yes.
Oh, those S's are very bad for Sidnev.
Just 1.3 and 31. This is looking, yep, very clearable. And Sidnev had a jagged stack, what we often call bad parity. Just took the long bar to burn it down and sort of fix up the stack before going for anything else. Gerald hits that T5 tap to the left, and that just saved his life right there. Sidnev,
yeah, that T5 tap was super scary.
Right. Sidnev, another Tetris, just relentless pacing in the kill screen. 1.426, a slight misdrop there, but it actually makes a really clean double well that just allows that other Tetris right there, just matching Gerald.
Yeah, this is what Kofi was mentioning before stream. Sidnev is a kill screen monster.
Another burn, another Tetris, 1.5 in level 34. This is like historic pace right here. I'm not sure how Sidnev is going to resolve this, but if she can keep scoring, this could be a really, really crazy score into 39.
Gerald 200k behind on 34, so really needs to keep up the aggression. But Sinov gets another Tetris, and Gerald's burning too. So
Sinnoh has a rollover in 36.
I think if Sinov lives to around 30, I think it might be insurmountable at this point.
Yeah, that last Tetris, I don't know if Gerald can overcome it. One thing about Gerald, that he does, I believe, have the second most lines in a tournament game. I think he's gotten maybe a level 40 or 329 or 339 or whatever lines. So we can see what he tries to put up in level 39, but
Oh, with those misdrops, and Gerald's gonna top out.
Gerald can't quite go more than perfect at the end. He did all he could. 1.493 is a nutty score, but Sinev 1.742 is so insane.
Yeah, incredible games from both players. Really good into 29, really good 29. That's what you want to see from these top two players.
That is what Sinev needed to get back into the set. Such a strong score, and she can keep stringing together those types of games that might be nearly unstoppable. There is something that feels like a curse though, when sometimes you get a really good score, you'll just top out early the next game. I'm not sure if that still exists, but yeah, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, well, like after a good score, all the adrenaline just rushes to your head, and you really can't think straight the next game. So definitely something that happens a lot to players.
Right. I'll plug in my phone real quick. Wait, actually, later, because we have some clips to look at.
Oop.
Okay, let's see if this will show. Okay. This was Sinev.
Sidnev, Australian.
This was the
Vits.
Australian Vits right here. So if you're watching Sidnev stack, I guess after this resolves.
By the way, the term Australian means you set up an adjustment from a tuck.
Right.
Not very intuitive, but that's the name we've come up with.
So with this S piece, a lot of players would have probably put it right here, and that would be a perfectly good move. You can also tuck it into here, and this leaves a couple of ways to resolve it. I should probably shrink my face cam a little bit. Where is my cam? Okay. There's a couple ways to resolve that situation. You could tuck something like a J and an O. You could, yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways you can end up bringing the stack down, but we'll see. What Sidnev ends up getting right here is this J piece. Sorry, that first piece was an L, but tucking it in right there, knowing there's a long bar next, and at that point, when you tuck this J piece in, you leave this Vits right here, spot for an I piece, and that just perfectly resolves with 3 consecutive tucks. And that's just a crazy highlight for Sidnev. Let's watch it complete. There we go. Plays it out just like that. Right, Zempro. I'm a little sad Jasmine's not in chat freaking out, but there was that move. That was just insane from Sidnev. And we also had this clip from Gerald.
Yeah, this one from Gerald I missed. I'm interested to see what.
Hi, Jasmine. You love Vits. That's crazy. Yeah, so this was just a placement I wanted to look at after because it looks so unorthodox if I saw it correctly. Oh, it was just a misdrop. So I'm not sure exactly why Gerald's piece spazzed out there, but I don't think there was really an adjustment to be seen. It was just some weird misdrop, and then it leads to a formation we call 6, because if you were to talk about 5 and below, that would be like, let's say the stack is flat, having a J piece overhang like this for an O. But with the L right here, that's its own overhang for the O, gets the O piece and makes sort of a delayed 6 and below. setup that just
Mhm.
resolves right there, and the stack is back to normal.
Yeah, that tuck is very safe. Because not only square, I mean square of course is the best piece, but you can also tuck an
L.
L inside, maybe an S as well,
Mhm.
and under the S tuck something else. Like if you have a long platform, that tuck is very safe.
Right, right. So set is 2-1. Gerald has the advantage, but Sinev just put up such a monster game. We'll have to see what she can do in this next one.
Yeah, it looks like Sinev's taking the momentum, having a nice 80k lead in the middle of 18, which is very nice.
And yeah, 389 at 71. What is this from Sinev?
Yeah, if you go perfect, I'm pretty sure can get 400k by 74. So yeah, do the math. Sinov has very little burns.
Right.
I know it's 500k by 88, so we can see how far off from perfect Sinov is. Ooh, doesn't see the I and the L adjustment, but gets the I right after, so doesn't really matter.
450 at 85 lines, still stellar. Gerald was right there for a moment, but just got into a dig, and that's going to cost him a few lines.
Yeah, Gerald's game not all that bad. It's just Sinov. Oh my gosh, the T tuck for the J. That was really nice from Sidnev and the Korean. 500k at 92. I'll see what pace this is at 100 lines. At
Right.
100 lines, the way to check pace is you subtract, or you add 180k. So
500 at, yeah, 520 at 96. Surely that's like some 8 burns or something, maybe 4
nah,
even.
this is way less than 8.
Okay, yeah, it must be 4 burns then.
But even 100 at 530, this is still 700 pace. Well, not after those burns, but still gonna be around a 690, which is still incredible, especially for competition.
Right, and just that other Tetris right there.
Gerald looking at a a
Make sure he
high board at
survives.
27. Gerald about like a mid 500.
How much money did we put up? We didn't put up any money, but you would not believe how many marbles we put up. We put up all of the marbles.
Yeah, all the marbles.
W Sodi Coffee Mash. Oh my. Okay. I thought I was accidentally restreaming the stream. Yeah, that is not sodium, unfortunately.
Oh, but Sinev, very high up.
Welcome to the stream, K9. Welcome, Tetris. Thank you for stopping by.
Transitions extremely high. Need something for the left. Gets the bar over. Now just need something for the right.
See
Okay.
it. Okay. Does it never get that J? Oh my god. Still not out of the woods. Still wants that
Decides
long bar.
to fill the bar dependency first.
Keeping the stack up high and needs something to burn. Needs a long bar. Right now gets
Gosh,
it.
needs a bar, gets the bar. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Tristop, top 2 favorite co-hosts I've had on my stream. Thus far.
Thanks. I appreciate being in the top 2.
Yeah, no problem. My other top 2, I've had Dog playing Tetris on here. I can't decide between them, but yeah, we'll be seeing more co-analysts, more fun, more tech, less scuff, maybe. Probably not, but I'll try my best. Right now.
Back to the game.
Yeah.
Sinov ahead by 2 levels. All that up high Tetrises, up high digging. But with a commanding 160,000 point lead, and Gerald with a couple of misdrops here. Can Gerald get out of this? Need something from the middle. Oh my gosh. Gerald managing to make his way down. And wow. Crazy survival over there. But that lead has only increased to 200,000. We're looking at a Sodium versus Tugi Game 3 type situation where Sodium was down 400k by 26. I mean, we're not going to get that far, but still, a deficit, I guess, especially against Sidnev, which we saw what she could do last game, is going to be very hard for Gerald to overcome.
Yeah, Sidney not stopping at all. This is just 1.1 on the way. And have you considered doing post-stream highlights instead? That is something I would be willing to do if the demand is there. We'll see. Because at that point, if I can do post-stream highlights and look at the actual games, that's something I'm definitely down to consider. I think live has its own value though, for sure. We can. I'll talk more about it. Let's go into 29.
I think live will give you more like emotion, but post stream, I guess you could go more analytical.
Right.
There's 29. Gerald behind 200k behind, 280k behind.
Yeah, this is where Sidnev's aggressive playstyle could be perilous though. If she ends up topping out early, that could be Gerald's one window to victory in this game. She's 1.21 right now, and on 31 has been setting up somewhat aggressively.
Gerald was flirting with death there. Had a bar dependency column 1, but got the bar for the Tetris on column 10. So if he didn't get that, he would have really easily just died right there.
Gerald's burned all the way out now. Sidnev needs a 5-tap or something to the left right now. And gets the J over, but that's not enough. Sidnev going to top out, and this is not an easy chase down, but it's a chase down that can definitely be made, especially by someone of Gerald's caliber. 230,000 points behind. We'll see what he can do.
I'm pretty sure Sidnev thought that the J 5-tap would burn, because right after she just dead dropped the S, which is something you don't really see. So
yeah. So Gerald on 34 still has 200,000 points to make up, but gets that Tetris. He's playing so clean, so composed so far.
3 Tetrises behind, so really I think you can get 2 and just kind of line out. Yeah.
That being said, sometimes 2 is actually a lot to ask. We'll have to see how the stack is. They can maintain it right here. Not going for the center well, playing really disciplined. This is exactly what you want to see.
Stacking up for it, getting droughted slightly, gets the
There's
bar.
the bar. Sidnev, yeah, Sidnev must be so disappointed with this result right now. Just topping out early on 29 is really the only thing you couldn't have done there. Gerald now just 1 Tetris and change away from it, but it's not free at all. Gerald set up right there with the center well. Oh my goodness. No. Burns it. His well's open. He's not Tetris ready though.
Oh my god. Gets 1.
There's the Tetris.
Still not out of the woods.
12,000 more points. He can't get it lining out. He would need a triple.
He needs a triple.
But if he gets that J, he doesn't burn the triple with the J. And he gets the left wall.
Oh my gosh.
Hit that 5-tap all the way over to close out the set 3-1. What a showing from Gerald. What a long chase down, and what a heartbreak for Sidnev.
Yeah, incredible chase down from Gerald. 300k, especially when you know the score in the middle of 29 is not an easy feat.
Oh yeah, so that is some incredible stuff from both of those players. And Tristop's prediction was correct. Gerald took that set over Sidnev.
Yes, sir. Now we're moving on to the last game of our analysis, at least. I don't think we have the time to cover the last game, but this next game, Dan V versus Blue Scooty. Wow, those just thinking about that match is crazy. Dan, of course, got 1.8 in comp in CTL. Has been going really crazy just the past like months. Like I feel like Dan as a player just kind of exploded. 2024. Blue Scooty, of course, first ever game crasher, CTM Masters winner. You know the drill. Everyone knows Scooty. So really gonna be an interesting game. I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah, exactly. And not only are these sort of two titans of the scene, you might not put them in, say, your top 3 players' favorites to win CTWC or something like that. But if you look at them within their division, Dan V is 6-0 against these players. Gerald, Sidnev, Sodium, Tugi, Chiller, Ansel went 6-0 against these players. And I was playing Blue Scooty. Scooty is, it appears 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4-1 so far in the division. Scooty's got a solid chance at the prize over Gerald, or over Dan, perhaps. Dan considered 86%. Scooty 41%. These are ranks 1 and 3 of Division 1B. Gerald clinched number 2 right there. And wow, high stakes for this match.
Well,
Top
they really
players
updated
just
the-
going at it.
Yeah. So this next match is really gonna determine if Scooty has a chance for the prize, for the playoffs, because well, after this match, if Scooty wins, it's gonna give him such a better chance against Gerald that he probably won't need a sweep, or he might be able to lose and still edge him out barely. But this is really gonna decide Scooty's final result in this season.
Right, exactly. Let's see. What order should I put these players in? Dan on the left. Dan V versus Blue Scooty. Wow. So Dan V with a better record, Scooty with a historic track record of putting up insane scores, got that recent 29 world record, and technically farthest into a level 235. So Scooty just a monster on 29.
And Scooty also has the world record for level 39 line cap, which is what we play in comp. So technically Scooty has the edge over Dan over like competition type stacking. But
Right.
we'll see how this game goes.
Do you want to predict first, or do you want to leave it to me?
I'll leave it to you first. I feel like
Alright.
this one I'm kind of undecided right now.
Okay. Dan is such a strong player, and his undefeated record shows that. But I think this is a game where Scooty's really going to show off his 29 ability. He did that to a decent extent against Laser Monkey in CTM. That's why he's in the semifinals, and he's done so in his personal games. I think Scooty has the edge here. How much of an edge would I give Scooty though? As much as I love Dan, I'm gonna strongly favor Scooty here. I'm going all the way at 8.
Wow, 8.
Bold prediction.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but not that extreme. I think it's honestly very close because Dan is very consistent. We said before, Dan is a pace player. Like you can't really stack. You can't really play thinking he might go like low into kill screen because Dan will always consistently put high scores into kill screen. But Goody's kill screen itself is very, very, very solid. Especially we seen the 29 world record couple days ago. I think I'm favoring Scooty just a bit because of that kill screen factor, but I will say a 6.
6.
Just barely.
All right. Now, if Dan wins, he can prove us both wrong. I don't think it's going to be a blowout set, but I think Scooty seems to have been consistently better on 29, at least recently. Dan's 18 is peak. Dan's 18 is insane. Dan's
Yeah, Dan.
one of the best stackers in the game, and he cannot be forgotten as that. But sometimes 29 is more impactful, and I think Scooty's shown a little more of that recently. So I think Scooty might take it something like 3-1.
Yeah. But either way, this game is gonna might be one of the best games of the season. We got two really, really good players. These players always put on a show, and I'm just excited to see how it goes.
Right. So either both of our predictions are going to be correct, or Dan will have an undefeated season, 7-0 in CTL against such an insane player, or such an insane division as 1B, Scooty, Gerald, Sinev, Tugi, Sodium. Don't sleep on those players. And don't let me forget anybody.
Yeah, looks like K9's got his money on Dan, saying that we're both wrong. So we'll
Killer
just have to wait to
Ansel, yeah.
see what the outcome is.
Sheesh, both wrong. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see how it turns out.
Sempro saying Dan got a 600 post a couple hours ago. That is really impressive. That is solid 29.
That is definitely impressive. If a couple of hours ago, how long has he been playing for? Is he tired yet? No. Of course, two incredibly strong players. These are just our predictions, and I've been wrong several times. Tristop, I don't actually remember. You might have been wrong.
I think
once.
I've been right both times.
Okay.
So
I take it
I'm
back.
on a streak
Tristop's
right now.
perfect. Tristop does not make incorrect predictions, and therefore Scooty is going to be taking the set.
Yeah. Well, both these players are fan favorites. It's hard to root against either of them, so I'm excited just to see how this goes.
Right.
Looks like both players are still getting their stuff ready. Dan V with Gallery of Champions from last year on his wall. He has his own face on his wall, as well as Scooty's. So
That's kind of a flex.
that's kind of a flex, but a deserved flex.
I just saw this this Sidnev clip from 18 last game before this was the Gerald Sidnev game, this little tuck masterpiece we can put on while we're waiting for the players.
Yeah, let's see it. Jay Huang saying, yeah, Dan is not losing. So the entire chat is against us. We'll see how this game goes.
Right, right.
Maybe we just haven't seen enough of Dan to know his true capabilities.
A lot of belief in Dan. I love Dan so much. I want him to win at the same time. Oh my god, wait. Clutch. Oh my god, I clutched the scene switch. Katsugiri, thank you for the follow. There we go.
See the Sidnev.
Okay. And so Sidnev right here, T piece into a J piece with this S setup right here. So a normal tuck, you would want to tuck this something like that. Once you see the J piece, of course, a J tuck is now possible, followed by that J right into there. And that not only cleans you up, it gets you Tetris ready. Long bar next piece into that Tetris there is so beautiful. What a move from Sidnev. Let's get to the game. The game's not even started. Let's get ready for the game.
And Dog playing Tetris and Kazokyo saying their money's on Scooty. So we got some people with us. And we got a good amount of people against us. And Katsugiri saying blue Scooty.
Nar.
That's a hell of a betrayal if I've seen one.
I think she just wanted to use the emote there. Definitely a Dan fan here, hate watching. Nour.
Nour.
You know, the thing about Nour is when you say like no, it's I don't think NAUR is the best way to capture that. Say like NORE. No. No. No
You
why?
know, the thing about Nour is it's 60 minutes.
Ooh. Spit?
I'm spitting, bro.
Make sure Dan's ego is in check. No. No. I feel like everybody started making fun of Australia like 2 years ago or something. Yep. I may have picked up a slight Australian accent at times.
Kofi's an Australian master.
But yeah, I got it from, if you guys remember, the Cube SMP Minecraft YouTubers back in like 2015-16. There's Hey I'm B and Strawberry Jam. If you've heard of those names, you're an OG. Yeah, those are the OG Australians I was making fun of, and I swear it was before I even saw it in the YouTube comments. I just thought it was funny. They're saying no. There's no way.
Nah.
It's different.
Yeah, I can't do it at all.
Oh, do it. Do it. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, I can't, bro. Like, only thing I could do is like
Blue
Imperfect
Scooty.
Cell from Dragon Ball, bro. I can't do any actual accents.
Wait, hit it.
Oh, Piccolo.
Hey, hey, I'm B. Facts, Sempro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You said that was one from One Piece?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball viewers confirm that that was insane. It sounded pretty gas. That's so good. It's funnier than saying no. Yeah, true. And Stanny D. Yes, English is rhotic, so the R sounds very different. Yeah, I appreciate the linguistic analysis, actually.
My CTL is buffering. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I haven't thought about Hey I'm B in years, right? Brandon Stilley.
Who is Brandon Stilley?
Wait. Oh my god. Brandon Stilley. Oh, this stream is what you put on when you're doing something, when you're playing Subway Surfers and you don't want to like watch the match, but you want to like know what's going on. Holy.
Wait, facts. No, wait, that's actually so facts.
Dog is building a house right now in Minecraft. Right. But yeah, the rhotic thing. Well, when you say NAR, like NAUR, yeah, everyone's details buffering that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you can just chill out and
They
talk for a minute.
Went offline for me. Yeah.
Enjoy the vibe of the stream. When you say NAUR, that also has an R talking about like the English R, right? Sound.
No.
But if you say NORE, nor, like even if you say that in English, that's not even too far from
Nor.
no.
Wait, yeah, that's like Australian.
No.
bro.
No.
Nar.
No.
Nar.
CTL stream went offline. Right, Lemishly, thank you for stopping by, for chatting. I think they'll be back up shortly. So stay put. Chill,
welcome to
chill
the
over here
stream.
if you like. You're a junior today. Did you? I was about to say
What you-
graduate. What do you call it? Did you just finish your last day? It's Friday. Oh, where?
May
Dude.
24th.
I talked to
that?
Dog as Jesus Christ.
Talk to dog as Jesus Christ.
I did. A 6th grader? Dogs was in 6th grade when
Yeah, wait, yeah.
when I met him.
12
in
years old.
Discord.
That's crazy, bro.
I was Wait, is that how that works? Is that wrong? That might be wrong. I don't know, because I thought I was a sophomore in high school, but you're only 4 years below me, right? National merits. Did you take
Bro,
the
that's
PSAT?
crazy. Isn't PSAT and oh, it sounds
Katsu
like math, huh?
Katsuki knows what's up. Oh my god. You're
Jeez,
going
good luck,
to.
dog.
Yeah, yes, sir. Bruh, if you need to study, you know what's up, bruh. You know
Yeah,
what's
you know
up.
what's up, bro. You know what's up.
Holy.
Wait, I might have like okay, dog. Actually, I used to go to like a summer school, right? And they would just email me all like the SAT like preps and stuff, bro. I just have like booklets.
Kringle, are you cracked at school? Finalist score? Did you actually get there?
Let me see if I still have them.
I think my PSAT was without studying and it was like dece, but it wasn't finalist category. I took ACT before sophomore year started. Do you guys remember ACT Student? I don't know if they still exist.
Yeah,
You're
ACT
finalist.
Student,
Holy
bro.
crap. What PSAT is like finalist? It's out of like 15-20, right?
PSAT finalist? I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's out of 1520. I think I got like a 1440 and then I got through round 1. But
Wait, sheesh, bruh. Wait, what was your SAT?
1500.
Sheesh. I enjoy bragging about standardized test scores. Yeah, whenever I need whenever I need to feel like an accomplished student or something like that, I'm like, yeah, I did good on like my AP test and the SAT. Blind took that shit and you did it good. Holy
Blind?
blind
Oh my
final.
God.
Okay, you're just beyond me. Okay, that's crazy.
Okay, CTL's back. And both players very even on 21.
1500. Okay, you're just nuts. I don't know. That is crazy.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
1500 no study on out of 1520, like LOL.
Perfect score on the SSAT, the standardized.
Hey, okay, bro. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
Dude, yeah, like, no, people from my school were just some prodigies, bro. Like, I had a kid next to me. He fell asleep on the English and got like a 1560, bro.
Oh my god. Dude.
All right. Dan ahead, no, behind by less than a Tetris. Nice adjustment for the bar.
Yeah,
Putting the intentional long bar dependency. What's good, Chen?
fell off so hard. Bro, I might have peaked in high school as well. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually a demon at college midterms and tests, bro. My grades. Okay, I don't like sweat super hard for grades in college, but my grades will be like freaking in shambles, like mostly because of homework, and then I'll need like a 90 something on a final and just like lock in.
Sheesh. Speaking of lock in, these players to lock in now because we gotta enter 29 kill screen. CTL, just refresh your stream, Chen. Should be up. Does your GPA matter for national merits? I think it's only just PSAT, no?
I thought it was just PSAT, but okay.
Yeah, only just score.
All right, so we're on 27, 28? 28,
Yep.
28.
28-28 now. Scooty just went in.
There we go. Scooty Tetrising into 224.
Oh no, Dan.
Hey! Hanging the
Oh
lawn bar,
no!
dude.
Oh, 3 in a row! No,
Oh.
Dan!
Dude, that's actually a really depressing top out.
Yeah, like the first one is just like no biggie, but the second one is just unfortunate. And then the third one is just saw in the wound. And Scooty's board not very stable either. but fortunately he is already past Dan's score, so he's
Ahead.
gonna take game 1.
And practically a 1.2 into kill screen. So I wish we got to see that game. Just
Yeah.
really great pace from Scooty.
Scooty dying right after too, so very, very fortunate for Scooty that Dan had those missed 5 taps.
It's a redo.
It's a redo? Oh, okay.
Dan getting a lucky break there. They did kind of both play that legitimately and end up with a redo, but
Yeah, I guess redo's only fair because
it's fair.
for half the game they couldn't know each other's scores. Actually, would they? Because Nestor's champs. I don't really know how Nestor's champs works.
I'm sure it was the CTL stream and they probably just saw each other on Nestor's temps. But if that's not true, it could be wrong.
Yeah, well, redo is just the fairest way. So yeah, Dan definitely saved from that game 1.
Redo it. Okay. Yeah, I guess they weren't seeing chat, so it's fair if it's called a redo early. And
Yeah.
How are you feeling in either of these players' positions? Like, if you get a redo and you just played a phenomenal game, are you mad? Are you gonna play worse, or are you motivated?
I think I would still have the momentum from Scooty, but it would still kind of like hit. Like, it'd be like, man, but like I feel like I would still have the bit of momentum. If I was in Dan's position, I'd be really scared right now because right now, really, there's no way to check if my 5 taps are still good, and I just had 3 missed 5 taps in a row. So that's just lingering rent free in the back of my head, going to next game, and also I lost the last game. So it's just like, I think in Dan's position, I'm really scared. Scooty's, I'm a bit annoyed, but I'm still pretty confident.
Right. So rolling kind of comes with that short-term perpetual fear of, is my rolling trash right now? Can I hit the 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the most annoying thing when your rolling is not like just right, and you have to just constantly adjust yourself mid-game, because it takes away a lot of thinking that should be going into placements and stuff. Typically, when players are rolling bad, you might see them get on like worse paces, not just because they're rolling bad, but also because they're not thinking about their board and they're thinking about how bad they're rolling, and it really messes with their psyche.
Right. Dan is happy. That is good to hear. If he's confident in his rolling and he can bring it back, it's really good for that game not to count.
Ooh, that adjustment from Dan was crazy.
Oh my goodness. The TL?
Oh my, yeah. Dude, he triple flipped the T. Normally you would just hover, and then just get the L, but
Right.
wow, that was really good.
So
But Dan's board is very complicated right now. Needs something for the left. All right. Couple more things. We get this right into shape, and does.
yeah, I'll pull up
Nice
Dan's
adjustment. Oh my gosh,
Did he hit
Dan going
another?
crazy. Yeah, the L at the T. Now looking at Scooty, falling behind slightly, but gets a Tetris out of that drought. Actually, no, both players are very close. Scooty now taking the true lead, but it's really so early. Not much to talk about here.
Right, just taking a look at this Dan clip right here. I believe he is it in this clip? Surely it's in this clip. It was L for a T? Or T for an L or
well,
something?
first the T for the L, and then the L for a T later on.
Yeah, I didn't see the L
Maybe-
for the T, but yeah, it was here. Oh my goodness. So TP is right here. This is such a default placement to end up with your T over here. Seeing the L, you have this L tuck setup right here with the T there. there might be an option, like maybe if you get an O or something and you want your stack to be really nice, you could take a skim and be ready for that. But this is sort of the main adjustment you could be looking for with something like a
Yeah,
T piece, and it's hitting that
really
perfectly.
beautiful. And wait, can you go ahead and just see if the other one is there too?
It's not in this
Oh,
clip. It
okay.
didn't make this clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this T for the L is definitely the more standout adjustment, especially because he decided to go for the default first and just triple flip that. That is extremely hard while rolling, especially since you have to control everything with one hand. Keeping everything in mind, knowing okay, I need to do this, tap 3 times while rotating. Like the one hand coordination is crazy for that.
Right, when we were initially getting into the rolling meta, there was some sort of fear around our adjustments going to be as possible with rolling as they were with tapping. You lose some of that freedom of movement with your two hands that you'll have to do sort of all your
Yeah.
movement with one.
Definitely, like some of the more complex adjustments, like Buko spin and JD spin, boiler
Mhm.
spin. I really can't go for those at all anymore with my rolling grip. It's just way too much to think about. Of course, the easiest way to combat that is just to practice a lot, so that's muscle memory. But it's still really hard, even with muscle memory.
Yeah, luckily those are rare enough moves that rolling is still just such an insane payout.
Yeah.
Dan, yeah, of course. Dan is just one of the best adjusters, best stackers in the game at this point. He's been practicing that for a while, and it showed up. He's gotten the first perfect transition in a match and just done some really insane things in tournament and in PB scores as well.
Dan was on pace for a 570, but with that burn, he has 3 burns. No, he has 2 burns now for a no 3. Yeah, 2 burns for a 550. Now he's one
Right.
burn for a 550. And Scooty on pace for a 650, but all those burns might kill the 600. So this transition might be more even than we thought, even though Scooty was so much ahead in pace.
Tristop, when did you commit to learning all of your burn counts before transition? Was that for DAS or tap grind?
There was at a certain point I wanted to go for like perfect transition,
Mm-hmm.
or at least transition world record because I had it for a bit, but then we found out that David Village had a slightly higher 730 transition from like 6 years ago. So I was like, okay, I need to take it back. So I just learned like I learned like pace at like 50 and like 70 and 82, but I forgot most of those. But pace at 100 and 110 are just very easy to see, so I've never forgotten those.
I see. Dan's really doubling down on this one off the bottom well. It's paying off so far. He got that Tetris, but he's going to eventually have to look at transferring that down back to the bottom.
Yeah, but as a roller, one high off the ground, even on 19, is really not much of an issue. But um, if he's still unconfident in his 5 taps, it could be slightly scary if he gets high. But one high off the ground still isn't much to scare about.
Right. Yeah, it's something I know Hydrant is a big fan of just taking wells off the bottom and maintaining those for a while, and you could just maintain it until 29 if you want to, but it's usually a safer play and a little bit better for pace to eventually transfer it back down.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the times, especially with Dan's well right now, since the hole is all the way on the left side, um, if your board is just stacked on top of it, it's just very hard to get to. So right there, Dan finally attacks the hole, but only after um, he gets a Tetris and his board is basically level with that hole, you know? So that's why players will just play dirty, because getting the hole will just cost way too many burns, and it's just not worth it sometimes.
Exactly. Kanon in chat says, Tristop, don't forget important push-up training.
Oh, true. Yeah, Kenan's referring to a couple days ago, my last stream on my main channel. I had to do 70 push-ups from channel reward quests.
Did you
Oh,
put
nice
them all
adjustment.
off, or did you do some of them?
I did all of them on stream, bro.
Oh, you
I
did
saved
all
them
of
for the
them.
end.
Oh
I did
my
all of
God.
them. Yeah, I was so sore the next day.
Wow.
Dan had a very interesting adjustment that you don't really see. It was you flip an L downwards. No, that's a J, and then tuck a Z inside. I feel like that adjustment is very situational. You don't really see it much, but Dan got it in that, and it worked out really well. As you see, Dan is 100,000 ahead of Scooty, but also 2 levels ahead. So a lot closer than it seems. Maybe Scooty really has the true pace lead actually.
Oh yeah, Scooty is 20 lines behind, and probably wouldn't say pace lead necessarily, especially he was high up there, but it is actually very close. And Scooty has a little bit of an advantage in terms of information, where he'll be able to know how Dan's doing and what kind of score he might be getting approaching 39 as we get later into the game. Both players about to be in kill screen once Scooty gets one more Tetris.
Dan gets the bar to save him, but his board is in shambles right now, but it's still livable.
Can Dan keep it together here? Oh no, needs
No, the 5
5
taps.
tap or something left, and gets the L burn, gets the 5 tap over. The long
Oh
bar
my gosh.
over right there. That L burn was super clutch in lowering that 5 tap down by just 1 unit. That's all you need sometimes. And
Yeah,
got
but
that
his
J
board
over
is-
to the left as well.
Scooty with the T-spin. Yo, clip
Oh.
that. Okay, wait. You gotta clip that one.
Okay.
That was crazy. Scooty hits a 5 tap, set up a T-spin, gets the T-spin. That was actually insane.
Hopefully that clipped well. And yeah, Scooty was in a really dangerous situation, but got out of it with a Tetris. And now he has the real-time lead, and he's behind by 2 levels, which is really good for Scooty. Dan is going to need to be scoring some. But Scooty has some misdrops on his boards. He's in danger.
He's a board right now. It's getting droughted though.
If he could bring it down, it's a very manageable dig, but he needs something to bring it down. Oh my goodness, gets the O to the left. Scooty maintaining
Really nice
crazy
burns.
composure here. Can he keep his
Oh my
stack stable in this
gosh.
dig? The
5
lumbar
tap
burn
to
is so
T.
scary. Yep, T over and everything.
Oh, but Dan tops out. Just as Scooty's topping out by 5,000 points.
5,000 point differential. Scooty
Oh my.
didn't even intentionally top out there. It looked like it almost, but Scooty had just topped out right at the end there, and Dan's fate is sealed. Just down a couple thousand points. What
That
a
was-
game.
Such an intense ending.
Yeah. We can take a look at our clips now. I got 3, and I'm not sure exactly where the stuff is in them, but these are clips of hope. Let's see if I can get them ready. Yeah, it should be okay. So, oh, is this the previous game? This might have been the no, this is this game, so it's kind of out of order. Take a look at this one. Late 19, what did we clip? Oh, Dan. This was Dan hitting a vertical S-tuck setup right here. This is what we call a Vists. And there we
No,
go.
I think this is wait. This is the dig. Him getting out of
This is after I'm showing a different clip right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so with this J right here, this is a pretty default placement. Low-key, this adjustment is probably worse, but I'll take the blame for it. So Dan would plan to put this J down here, and S by default would go somewhere like here. There's a pattern you could end up looking for, which is flipping your J up and putting the S in here. Dan ends up doing this. Now, is it better? I don't know if it's
I
really
think
any
it's-
better for the stack. There
I think
is
it's slightly
yeah.
worse because you kind of force a high double well that's gonna force a burn. So it's just gonna give you an unnecessary burn while doing the default. Makes your 7-8-9 just flat. That's like a perfect place for a square L, maybe like a T for like a tuck. It is the adjustment is definitely safer, but I feel like overall the board is better default.
Jay Huang says, a what? I present to you the VISTS, VSTS, vertical S-tuck setup. And that would be a move like this right here. My proud invention. And yeah, as Tristop noted, it's going to kind of force you into a double well that's going to be likely burns. The more I look at it, it's not significantly worse, and it's a pretty solid tournament move. He probably just did it because he saw it was there. But at the same time, you have this decent surface to work with, and the double well is okay for burning while your stack is still jagged. Whereas this leaves you with kind of a divided stack. So it might be debatable. Dan hit that right there. Add it to the adjustment stock. Are you sure it's not in the adjustment stock?
I think it probably would be already there.
Surely it's in the adjustment stock. The updated one with Aaron, Sodium, and me.
Yo,
Thanks,
Scooty's
my
cat.
Bible. Okay. Are you sure it's not in the adjustment stock? Okay.
Well, I don't
So
know.
we can take a look. This was, I believe, Scooty's dig. In 29, he got up high somewhere here.
Oh yeah, go a bit further. It was around 30.
I'll just watch through this. Oh my goodness. So he hit that 5-tap all the way over, T-spin, and he hits this L all the way to the left for the Tetris at the end. That's just clutch play from Scooty. If he hadn't hit probably either of those 5-taps, that could have so easily been game over for Scooty. And he just barely took that one. And over here, what was this clip? I don't know. Let's watch it. Oh, this was just the end of the game. So how did Dan's stack sort of fall apart here? Dan is pretty low at this point and set up for a Tetris. Yeah, his left was kind of low. He went for this 5-tap, which is, it's only 5 high left, and that's generally pretty safe. But just missing that is so deadly when you can't get the burn over.
Go back. The first bar should have definitely gone left. If he puts a bar in the middle, it just unnecessarily splits the stack. And also, like, from here, if he misses the bar, he could just burn it out. But, like, from now, when he misses the 5 right, he can't.
Right.
And the 5 left, he can't. So
this bar placement in the middle, I'll offer something else. So you can put this bar to the left, and that's a strong left and arguably the best move here. In theory, if you didn't want to go for the 5-tap, a long bar here would make a really safe double well and still allow you to accommodate pretty much all of your pieces. It's not a conventional move on 29, I don't think, but I would say it's still a pretty strong safe move. And
yeah, I agree.
It's not okay to get your left built out.
I don't think anyone's gonna see that because I mean on 29 you're kind of not thinking about double welling with a bar, but I think it's still better than Dan's placement. I think Dan's placement was kind of just just panic, not really panic, but just not seeing the whole stack as a whole in the moment because of course 29 is just so fast. You're gonna have those placements once in a while.
Right. And Scooty in the same way just hung a J to the right, and that's where he topped out. But such a small differential right there, of course. Looking like quite a close game. Far off stream, we did see.
If Scooty didn't get out of that 23, I feel like that might have just barely been enough to clutch out the victory. On 23, he was extremely high. I feel like most players would die there anyways, not even going to 24.
Right.
So that was really good for Scooty. Scooty messing around with his cat right now. Unable to get ready yet. He will be in right now, hopefully.
If anyone recognizes this song, let me know.
So anyways, we got Scooty 1-0 against Dan, favoring our predictions. Chat might be in shambles.
It's gonna be hype.
It's gonna be hype.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
be-
last game was
yeah.
actually like really good from
I'm
a spectator perspective.
I'm a matter of
No.
streams and average viewers. If I can maintain 3 average viewers, keep streaming, get my stream hours and my stream days, then I'm just that away from affiliate. About 5 more stream days or 4 more stream days after this stream away from affiliate. We can do predictions, we can do polls, and the informed viewer base will be able to make better predictions than some caveman CTL chat. I'm playing around, but I think predictions in here would be awesome, and you guys can bet your money against us if you'd like.
Yeah, well, right now we're winning the money right now, so well, we gotta see how Dan plays this out.
Right, what was that T placement from Dan? Sorry. At 11 lines, okay.
I think Dan missing like the first 5 taps in the game are just very unlucky, just in the long run though, because after that point, every time you go for a 5 tap, there's always gonna be a split second of hesitation, of just unconfidence, and that split second you might have like gotten that without the hesitation, but just because you think about it, you miss it.
Right.
That happens like a lot with me, at least. If I'm not confident, then there's like a good chance I just won't make it because I just think I won't make it.
Jasmine saying
that one
Dan doesn't lose. We'll see.
I'm saying Dan doesn't lose. I mean, that has been true for the past 6 games of his season.
Right. But for someone who doesn't lose, he is awfully close to having been down 2-0.
That is true. That is true. That first game that had me reset, I forgot about that. Does he hit his T-spin? He hits the T-spin. However, I think if Dan loses the set, it won't even matter. I think he still makes plays off.
Right. Dan, such an awesome player. Of course, I think he's still taking games in this set, and he's honestly playing strong. Like, despite the fact that he topped out, he missed a 5 top last game, he made it to 36, and just really nice pace, really nice scoring.
Yeah, definitely. Making it 36 at all, like, you kind of just want like good survival in comp, because if you have the base, like the foundation of good survival, then you can stack your like aggressiveness on top of that, and you see that Dan has that. So
Right, exactly.
and we've seen him get a 1.8, so he can go aggressive if he wants to.
Dan giving Scooty first game, such a gentleman. He really is.
And technically the 0th game.
So yeah, Pat really in favor of Dan taking this next game. We'll see how it goes. Dan right now just very slightly now ahead. Pretty much similar line count, similar paces. Dan had that long bar dependency from a misdropped adjustment and just got the long bar and filled that in.
Ooh, very interesting double flip of the J. I don't think it was better there, but some situations, if you have like a T next and like maybe a better stack. Oh, doesn't go for the 5th, goes for the line spin. That's so interesting. Ooh, nice adjustment. Placing the L after rotating the S to make the dependency. Alright, let's see these paces while we're at it. 450, Dan's looking at a 630 with 1 burn. Scooty looking at a 650 with 3 burns. So, really good games.
Yeah, mid 400s, almost high end of that, into 100 lines. Just really awesome. Line spin into Vits was crazy. Absolutely. We might be able to take a quick look at that before transition. Let's see.
Kofi's getting that clip. Dan took his one burn, but is still going perfect after that. Scooty, fortunately, had to take a couple more burns, so it's out of 650 contention, but still room for a 630 as one burn for it.
So he had this Vitz right here, and he did have the T next. So the main line placements might have been to tuck the long bar in here, and I would say probably tuck the T instead of evening out your stack, just because this place is so dependent, even though I might not be mad at you if you did this anyways. Now Dan goes for this line spin. Let's see. He hits the line spin right there, and then he gets to use the T to resolve his stack, gets the long bar to fill in the bits, and the stack is perfect after that. The only problem with the line spin here is spins are still not easy, and to hit the line spin here, you have to align the long bar right here and hit the spin at the very bottom height. So you have a 3-frame window to hit that spin. If you miss it, oh no, you have a long bar right there, and that's just really, really, really bad for your stack. So that's the only problem there.
Also, that tuck setup is extremely safe for like anything else. So going for the spin is such a ballsy move, but he got it and it paid off. So
it would be pretty typical to tuck this long bar, but he got the flashy points, so I'll congratulate him on that spin there.
Anyways, going to transition, both these players are extremely close, less than a Tetris, and Dan ahead by 5 lines, but that's really not that much of a difference.
Right, I'm seeing 23 right now, 815 for Dan, 808 for Scooty. Like 800 in level 22 is really awesome stuff. Oh my goodness, he cleaned.
Perfect transfer.
Yeah, perfect transfer, not just from a center well, but down to the bottom of his stack with a Tetris. And now Scooty really in prime position. He's down 5 lines, down less than a Tetris. So pace is just about even. Dan 924, Scooty right behind. Like, these are really nice paces for a tournament game.
Yeah, Scooty looking for a 25 max, which is actually really crazy for tournament. Dan, like, early 26 max. These are really, really good games. I think Scooty could still potentially 1.3.
If Scooty plays perfect, I think that's 1.3 possible.
Yeah, but Dan has lost 1.3 convention, but still 1.2 in comp is incredible.
Right. So the difference between pretty much a 1.3 and a 1.2, or a 100k difference on level 19, usually that's around 12 burns, and that's a huge amount. As a roller in like post-transition gameplay, the additional 12 burns will give you so much leeway, so that's why you'll see so many more like 1.1s than 1.2s and something like that. Like Scooty's not really likely to 1.3 this. He's burned already.
He killed it already with that.
He couldn't get that, but 1.2 still should be possible with 8 burns, or definitely possible with 4 burns.
The Dan Z, dude, the Z.
Was
like,
it before
like
223?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's around like 223-ish.
Okay, I'm just clipping again then. Okay.
That was really like Pixel Andy, like 225, you know?
Was it for the roof burn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but Dan, a bit high.
Look after the game.
Gets the 5 tap with the S.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is one of the scariest 5 taps you can make, and Dan just hit it right there. He needed it. Not going for the 5 tap with the T, but he's getting some consecutively. That's got to be a bit of a confidence boost after missing some to cost you some games.
Scooty's been set up, finally gets a Tetris.
Now Scooty with a real-time lead, down 9 lines, which isn't so huge anymore in level 29.
Yeah, definitely. When one dig can cost you just 100,000 points if the other player goes aggressive. Small leads in 29 aren't too big of an issue as they were on 19.
Right, we're practically neck and neck at this point. Oof. Scooty, another Tetris, so now he's legitimately over a Tetris ahead. Dan V's setup gets the Tetris, and his left was looking dangerously low, but He's getting stuff to fill it in. Let's see if he can get something to 5-tap over to the left. Oh,
Scooty
he's
just
left
missed the
well.
5-tap.
Dan's left well ready. But
Looks like he's gonna burn it
burning
out.
it.
Yeah.
yeah, so Scooty another Tetris. Was that?
Scooty a bit up high. Oh my gosh.
A long bar to resolve that. Dan got a Tetris in the meantime. Dan is very barely behind. Scooty is burning, and Dan
That's
can use
where I
his
think
line
it's it.
advantage to catch up, but Dan now only needs to line out here. Scooty's topping out. He missed the O to the left. Didn't get the long bar either. And Dan not taking the triple
okay.
there, but gets a long bar. That's a Tetris to take game 2. Set is evened up. And Dan showing he's just as strong in the kill screen. Making it to level
Wow.
37 before intentionally topping out there. Dan doesn't lose.
You know, I'm gonna try to ask Dan if he wants an interview after this game.
Yeah, for sure. Should I ask Scooty?
Okay.
Ask Scooty. Well, actually, I don't want to ambush Scooty. Because, like, this is kind of like meme content, so I'm gonna...
Okay. Yeah.
I'll ask
I only
before the
asked
set
Dan.
for someone else, yeah.
Dan was in the stream.
F yeah? Okay, if you want me to ask Scooty, say so in chat, and then I'll do it. But I don't want to ambush him. Pixel Andy brain burn. Yep, let's take a look at it.
True.
So, yeah. Right. Okay.
It was around 220 lines.
Okay. Okay. That might be kind of historic. So, Dan right here has a Z piece and a J piece. And to be honest, your Z, if you're keeping the stack clean, is going to either go like here or taking a burn here. Main line might be something like Z here, J on top of it. You end up with a J dependency over here. You have an L dependency that's going to turn into a J dependency. It's a mess. Dan decides to create a roof burn. Watch this. 3 setup right there. Sorry. When I say that, I mean he has this beautiful 3 spot now. By making this hole here, he's going to take maybe 2 burns in this area. And now he's perfectly set up to have a place for the J to make this roof burn. Puts it right in there. Gets the square. And now something like an S or a T will help him burn out so perfectly. He gets a T and just burns it. Gets the long bar for the burn. And S can fit perfectly. Now he's at 224 lines. And he can easily burn a line and just take 2 Tetrises into kill screen.
Yeah, absolutely masterclass move right there. Like, even top players, it's so hard to see that, especially in comp on 28 when you're only thinking about, oh, I need to get ready for kill screen. Being able to see that and just execute it perfectly is crazy.
Yeah, that is some really high level stuff. I accidentally closed up the music, sorry. That was so pretty for sure. And that level of move is something like 9 out of 10 top players will probably miss.
Definitely.
Let's go over there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were referring to it as the like Pixelandy 225 because if you go back to Pixelandy's DAS 1.25, he does
Das. Sorry.
he does that exact placement with the Z, and yeah.
Right, I can try to pull up the historic document of this Pixelandy score. Yeah, it really looks like a misdrop on the surface. A lot of insane burn adjustments might end up looking like misdrops, but I definitely believe that was an intentional placement. It's such a good move.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's so easy just to do the normal move that it feel like it couldn't have been a misdrop. Because it's only like 2 or 3 rolls just for the default, so
Mm-hmm.
it'd literally be like harder to do that one.
1.1257254, number 3 highest dash score of all time.
Yeah, that one.
So both players just early on 18 right now. Yeah, Dan got that left wall. Both players are looking safe enough, so we can put on this game and hopefully bang and bang.
See, Jasmine, that's why you need the professional commentary on this channel
Holy.
to let you know it was not a misdrop.
Right. 223 lines. Andy right here. He wants to see if he can clutch out 2 more Tetrises, right? His stack's getting up so high. Tetris right here. Oh no, what am I to do with a T piece? How about you throw it in columns 1 and 2? Now you have this perfect spot for the Z. Oh my goodness. He had 2 burns to spare, but why would you take them when you could just get a Tetris? Clutching out that last Tetris there. And the thing about this game is 3 years ago, it's so old, it's just a historic piece of sort of making a hole for the greater good of the burning opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, Andy's seeing this in when was this game? 2021? Like,
Yeah, something like that.
actually insane.
Well, yeah, maybe. July 19th, 2020.
2020. Holy crap, even crazier. I mean, I guess as a dash player, it might be easier to see because you're placing the T all the way left anyways. Or like, you're placing the T all the way left because you just want to charge on a wall. And the leftmost wall is just the easiest to charge on. But even then, like when you're on 227 lines, it's so much easier just to like just place on the left, like causing random holes, because you're kind of just destroying the board, just holding off for the last Tetris. But intentionally making the board fit a Z piece right there is very, very hard to see.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It is a kind of a crazy callback, but now you know if you ever hear something like Pixel Andy 12T, that's the placement they're referring to. Sort of building out your left, getting a nice setup for the stack there with a T placement like that, making a hole, but it's for the betterment of the stack. Dan V.
Yeah.
Showcasing his ball knowledge with that placement.
Like, Dan's stack would have been absolutely garbage if he didn't do that, and it was completely clean, and he won the game, so even more credit to that move. Speaking of game, we're looking at a 550 for Dan and a 630 for Scooty, so quite the lead for Scooty into transition.
I'll go low. Fine.
Scooty gets an S here, perfect burns, and he gets the S. Meanwhile, Dan with the pendency in the middle of his stack. Ooh, doesn't do the delayed burn, deciding to keep his right well open. Finally decides to take skim, filling up that double well. See, normally there for Dan, I would place like a Z in columns 9-10, just to be a bit more safe. Sacrifice 2 burns, which is a bit annoying, but Dan decided just to go all out, waiting for the bar to fill his double well. Didn't get it, but only took 1 burn because of it.
Mm-hmm. So now Scooty, real-time lead, pace lead. It seems like Scooty's behind in all these games, right? In lines?
Yeah, Scooty's always behind these games. I think it's really just Dan getting into a few digs on 18, setting him back a lot. Like this game, he was down at transition. I didn't really see the game too clearly. We were watching Pixel Andy clip, but if he was down by that much, then he probably went into some situations high up. Ooh, Dan, not with a good stack right now. Gets the 5-tap, but still gets another 5-tap. Needs a bar right now to save him. Gosh. Looks like Dan's
And
confident in his 5-taps
nice. That L to the left was, yeah, just he's really believing in what he can hit on those 5-taps, and it's showing he's back pretty much to safety. He just wants to uncover that hole on the bottom.
Yeah, some of those 5-taps were certainly not safe. You definitely have to be confident in those to hit it. And if we saw the same Dan from the redo game, I don't think he would have lived that, honestly. But looks like Dan now has recomposed himself, getting out of that dire situation. But what's even more dire is this score deficit now, 100k behind.
Oh, Dan might have a really clean transfer right here if he gets the bar, but short drought there just gonna cost him some burns after. Oh my goodness, going for another one.
Oh my gosh, almost another one.
Wow.
Dan here forced to take some burns just so he can get to that hole in the bottom. It might be safe, yeah. Gonna transition into 29 without any Tetrises, while Scooty just increasing his lead. A bit high up though. Scooty needs to get out of this before 29. We'll have to burn into it with that board. Oh, Scooty, very high up.
Scooty does excel sometimes in these dig situations, but he really wanted something to the right there.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness. Gets the T over to the left.
The T in the bar.
And the bar.
my
Another
gosh.
T and the Tetris.
That was insane. No, but a couple
But
missed shots
Scooty,
right after.
Let's see if we can
Nice touch.
salvage this. He's getting through this burn right now. Oh, he didn't get the any time. The L burn is so clutch. He didn't burn the Z flat.
Gosh. Yeah, he didn't beat the Z flat.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. No.
And his
but-
stack is collapsing. So he's topped out, but Dan is not super safe either, and Dan has a big score deficit to overcome.
Over
There is definitely going to be
200,000.
something to look at in Scooty's top out right there.
Definitely. Dan definitely needs at least one Tetris. He can't line out from this point on.
Yeah,
But
and
he's setting up. Let's take the triple.
as the game
setting
says
up.
he's down 4 touches. Oh no!
Oh
Hey,
no!
Zolenberg, he gets the next one.
Board getting a
But
bit
his-
out of control. Gets another board.
His left was getting high, but hitting that T5 tap was super clutch. Another
No!
5 tap hang, but he might be able to get an L over. He didn't get the L, but he got the Z
Gets
burn
the
and the
bar
bar.
over.
This is just in time, and he'll still need like one Tetris, but
Yeah, he still needs one.
but he's
Tetris.
getting all
running
the
up
way
to
down,
it.
which is perfectly fine.
That was an insane dig from Dan.
He just
Now-
needs to concentrate, settle his stack all the way down to the bottom.
He definitely needs more than one Tetris. But
Right.
Can he get two with this stack, dude? I don't.
It's
think
looking
so.
really dangerous. I don't know if he can do it. Is he gonna set up dirty here? He has a center well, and this is definitely possible,
Oh no,
but
that T was so unfortunate.
it's so
It looks
dirty.
like he's not gonna do it.
He can't get it with one
Yeah.
Tetris, and oh my goodness, he's not gonna reach it by 39. What a
and-
game!
Incredible survival from both players, but looks like Scooty's just gonna eke it out at the end. Wow.
So 1
Very.
point never has a 1.19 at 39 looks so intense. Like if you're just watching the game, you know how it actually went down.
Oh, they gave the heart to the wrong person.
Here we can take a look at Scooty's top out.
Yeah, this game very similar to last time Scooty won, where he tops out a bit early, but Dan just shy of the target score. And Dan confirming in my DMs that he is down to interview after, so
Awesome. So Scooty right here. This is what I was talking about when I was referring to a Z burn. Where am I? Okay.
Further ahead.
If you place this Z flat down here, so like this Z piece kind of sucks. However, this is probably just the best placement for it in terms of you're not really going to end up putting the Z anywhere else. And if you put it down here, it's going to end up burning pretty cleanly, and it gives you these two Minos on the left. And that's going to be really clutch for burning this line up top here. That's going to help you create some kind of floating burn afterwards. You'll have access to sort of that divot in the board and be able to burn it down. But placing it vertically, the slight problem with that is you end up with this 5-tap dependency. Luckily for Scooty, I believe he hits a 5-tap. He gets this J over to the left. But as you can see, his board's looking a little jagged. He gets some mistimed O pieces, and just small things add up. A little misdrop there kind of ends the game for him. Just a couple more misdrops there. But these small placements will really add up and cascade into game-ending situations sometimes.
Yeah, additionally, Scooty's placement, oh, I thought it didn't burn, but it did. Never mind then.
Okay. But yeah, also these misshots were really deadly. But I think for Scooty, it would have been probably a lot more survivable had he burned that Z flat. And just in these split second situations, it's sometimes hard to see those things. And yeah, sometimes just, you know, things go awry whenever you have a chaotic game like that.
Yeah,
but
no, definitely.
So close now, and the series is 2-1 to Scooty currently.
Chat is trembling in their boots right now.
Right. I've low-key had virtual camera on this whole time, like not streaming to Discord, but I don't know how intensive that is, but that is a sell.
Unlucky. Alright, Dan is ready. You can get Scooty. I think that's Yoshi's story.
Okay, let me see. Insane indeed. Okay, if I go to studio mode and switch scenes. Okay, it doesn't switch it. Perfect.
So going back to our original predictions, we initially said that Scooty's kill screen was going to give him the edge, but kind of looking like almost the opposite here, where Scooty's dying earlier than Dan, but his overall pace throughout the game is just giving him the slight edge. So either way, it's favoring our predictions.
Right. If you were to ask most people who's the pace player and who's the kill screen player between Dan and Scooty, I think a lot of people would be saying Dan is the pace player and Scooty is the kill screen player. But we're seeing the roles being reversed a little bit in these games. Dan is lasting longer in the kill screen. Some of these, or at least this chase down, did not work out so well for him. And Yeah, pretty much that's just how it's been. Scooty has just come into kill screen with phenomenal pace, and Dan could not surmount some kind of lead.
Yeah.
No. That was also the case in Paris. Dan won Paris, right?
He was at Paris?
Yeah, Dan. I believe Dan beat Scooty in Paris. I'm not sure if that was the finals, but
Dang.
likely.
All right, both players are ready. Let's see.
Awesome.
Do you know what shirt Dan is wearing? Is that a gauntlet jersey?
It looks like a gauntlet jersey. I mean, like it looks like a Spark if Sparks and Minos still exist, and that's what Dan's on. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's the team he's on.
Well,
Okay.
someone in chat could let us know.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we get this. Okay. I'm just live setting up the 3-person interview scene. Luckily, studio mode is working, so it's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm?
Dan hit a Luke Anderson, bro.
Ooh. Is it clip worthy?
I'll just keep it there in case we don't have anything else.
What lines?
Around like 8.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, we're going really aggressive at the start. Creating like a Fitz when he could have burned. But Scooty now his board is gonna force him to take a triple, which is really unlucky. When you ever have holes in column 3, not column 3, in like rows 3, and you're just stacking on top of it, and you're just gonna have to take a Tetris or like get a long bar, take a triple. It's just always unlucky. Because not only do you not get the Tetris, but then you're forced to play dirty afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. Scooty still has this well one above, but almost had the perfect transfer. Didn't quite get it though.
Yeah, you could see him looking for it. He had the rows above the hole, only 4 high, just like right now, and he gets the perfect transfer.
Where the dark oak forest? You have an elytra, like. I think it was north Loki. No, I think it was beyond the mountains, but like, we can see later. Dehong says, you had to go south. Sorry. Luke Anderson is my second favorite adjustment. I wonder what your favorite is.
Yeah, I wonder what Jasmine's favorite adjustment is. But I don't know. No, we might never know.
I'm thinking it's probably Vists at this point.
Speaking of this,
Did Scooty try to
Yeah.
line spin? No, he didn't.
I don't know if he tried to lines. I think he just had no place to put the eye.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
it was
because
just a
the 5
bad
tap.
bar.
Yeah, the 5 tap was too high, and everything else is kind of bad. So he just went for the burn.
It was a little
But
funny.
once again, Scooty's playing dirty because of that. Dan has a 3 Tetris lead just about, but on 18, again, not too much of an issue.
Scooty just brought down his stack. Back to square one. We're all
Yeah.
good.
Ooh, Dan could have placed those pieces slightly different and not have formed that S overhang. He placed a Z more to the left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we can take a
Yeah.
look at that later. Just
Yeah.
sort of some tough resolutions. But he sees a decent double flip on an L and gets a nice enough resolution.
But at this point, this is gonna cost him some burns unless he goes for the perfect transfer, and he does. Still has that overhang, which is gonna cost him at least 2 more burns. 3 now, but solid perfect transfer to keep his efficiency up.
Scooty had an S with nowhere to put it and just ended up with a T-spin setup, but he got the T-spin and it's looking promising, except now it's a calm too well.
If Scooty went for the boiler or the JD spin right there for the Z afterwards, that would have been crazy.
Ooh. We can clip that.
Yeah, once again, earlier I said that when you're rolling, it's a lot harder to do those more input intense adjustments. So doing just a normal T-spin, a lot safer, no risk, and also the stack is fine anyways, so.
Streams are getting better. Good stuff, thank you, dog. I think this stream got better as it went on because I axed Google Chrome. I think Google Chrome is demanding too much of my computer, and I stopped like streaming my stuff on Discord. It's really tough though. I'm hardware limited, but yeah, I'm liking how it's going right now.
And looking for a 600, has 3 left, so around like a 630. Dan is able to get a 630 this game. Goody, nice adjustment with the water. Has also 3 Tetrises left, but at 518, so can't get a 600 from this point, but still not too far away from Dan.
Ooh, and Scooty missed a little adjustment there. A J for an L tuck, or sorry, an L for a J tuck.
And perhaps that's what caused Scooty to get in this mini situation right here. Dan also not out of the woods, but even though his stack is higher, it's a lot more cleaner than Scooty's.
I'm going to read this comment on the CTL stream out of shame. Don't witch hunt this guy, but it said, did anyone else think dog playing Tetris was an actual dog before he was on webcam /J? Thank you for the comment. Please do not speak again.
Bro.
I'm trolling. I thought that as well, actually.
Wait, you too?
Yeah. Did you?
Okay, good. I thought I was the only one.
Dude, legit. Like, he kind of sounded like a dog when he was... Never mind.
All right, back to the game.
Back to the game.
We got Scooty behind in lines, but also way behind in score now, over 100k. Ooh, Dan misses the... If he flipped the T the other way, he could have burned that cleanly. Now he has forced a hole in the bottom of his stack.
Nice flat by Scooty there. Oh, sorry,
nice little burn there by Scooty.
Behind. Right, and Dan has a real-time score lead, but it's going to be pretty close when you consider he's ahead in lines and also just had some burning to do. So at this point, Dan is 6 lines ahead and 1 Tetris ahead. It's going to be very close.
Yeah, definitely. But Scooty is a bit high, having to do burns of his own. Opens the well, gets the Tetris. So yeah, these games are extremely close. Dan has the true lead, not true lead, has the real-time lead, but Scooty basically right there with him.
Scooty 2 lines behind now and about 1 Tetris behind. Oh. It's very close. Dan hung a 5 tap, but you know, it's early enough. This is very hittable.
Okay.
Gets the next one over for a Tetris. Now, this is a very manageable dig into 28. Just a couple burns right there. He's at 223, so room for 2 more into the kill screen. Scooty
and could have double flipped the J for the Z spin on the left, but decides for the safer option, which is very commendable. 1095.
This song is kind of gas. Sorry.
I'm gonna sneeze, bro. My bad. Hold on. Okay, it didn't come up. Anyway, Scooty into kill screen. Waiting for the bar. Okay, gets the bar. 1.1. So basically identical scores into kill screen. Dan is rolling nothing right now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Now Dan Tetris ready.
Scooty also touches.
Tetris Dan. Scooty, a bit of a real-time lead now, and just slightly behind in lines. Oh,
Gets the
Dan!
5 tap. Oh no, Dan! And Dan will top out at level 32 at 1.169.
Sudden top
Wow.
out for Dan, ending.
And Scooty was topping out too, so really just bad sequence of pieces it looks like.
Wow, tough seed. Dan's undefeated streak is over, unfortunately. Scooty clutched this game, and that second spot between Gerald and Scooty in this division is seeming ever more competitive, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Dan is still gonna get the first place. So hats off to him for having a very strong season. Speaking of Dan, let's
Congrats
get
to
an interview
Dan.
with him.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off cams for a second so I can adjust the wait, maybe I can. Okay, one second. Good predictions. Thank you, K9. Tristop went 3 for 3. He's now our best analyst of all time.
I'm 3 for 3. Holy crap. Very safe though. I'm like one tick off the center.
Right. Okay.
Still
Um
favoring someone, so
so let me just let's make a group chat with Dan real quick. I'll do that.
and should we ask Scooty too?
Chad didn't want me to ask Scooty.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
He's
Oh,
offline
added
this
Dan V.
week anyways. Yeah.
okay. Wait, added Dan. Maybe we should do our own so we don't ping them. Or
Like Sodium 2E.
yeah.
Okay. You wanna make that?
Yeah, sure. Dan could have cleaned up though. Absolutely.
Alright, we'll see if Dan picks up here. If he doesn't, then NT.
For sure. Let's. Okay.
We'll give Dan about like 2 minutes. Oh, and he's here. Yo.
What's
Yo.
good?
Okay.
That's good, man.
What's up? I'm gonna. Is you guys on the scene?
Do you want a camera? Give me 1 sec.
Sure. Yeah. You in studio? Okay.
Yeah, well, Kofi's setting that up. First off, Dan, incredible season, really. 6 out of 7 wins. Just had was just trailblazing this entire Division 1B until this last game. But even with that, I think you're 100% guaranteed to get into playoffs.
I hope so. It's looking a bit shaky now because I've lost so many like games against like the lower half of the division.
Mm.
So that's probably gonna go against me. Because Gerald now only needs 2 points to overtake me, which is a bit painful.
Oh, that is true. Gerald needs 2 points, but he is also playing Scooty.
Yeah.
So I think either way, if Scooty gets a decider, that should.
No, I think he needs to not. If he wins, it can't be a decider. I think that's like the best.
Okay,
outcome.
yeah. So if Scooty wins, it can't be a decider. But if Gerald wins, a decider might be able to,
Can Scooty finish third?
because he has 33 right now. You have
Scooty is
35.
33.
Yeah.
I have 35.
But the
Oh,
game
Hmm.
difference, I think the
Oh.
game difference would push Scooty slightly over.
yeah, I think it's head to head first. Right?
Oh, it's head to head first.
I think so. Oh, I lost to Scooty anyway. I beat Gerald, so if I don't know, it's really confusing.
Yeah.
to be
Well,
honest.
either way, you have a very good chance of getting to playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
This last match kind of decides your fate, so that's kind of
yeah,
nerve wracking for you.
It is. So originally, Gerald was gonna play Scooty. Scooty was gonna play Gerald first. So I wanted that to happen first, so I could kind of know beforehand what I'd need.
hmm
But it got rescheduled, so that to Sunday or something. So now I have no idea. But even though I lost that game, like it still was like pretty good. I felt like I played pretty good for my standards.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a great game. It was just very close. A lot of them, where Scooty
Yeah, I
would top
know.
out, and
Hmm.
you would just barely not have enough.
How are you?
So they'll,
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
you go.
How are you feeling on that last game? Did you know, or sorry, not the last game. It was the game with the chase down where you like made it to 39, but it was some
Oh,
Tetris or two
I
short.
knew he topped out, and I knew it was 1.2, but I didn't know the actual score. But I didn't get 1.2 anyway, so I
Right.
Is
That
my
one,
camera like really lagging? Like it looks like it's lagging a lot.
It's better now.
yeah, it was like completely frozen before. Now it's just like kind of
Yeah, I
laggy, but
know.
it's fine.
I don't know why it's like lagging.
It's all good.
I want to mention before the game started, we had like a redo game, and the way you topped out there was missing like 3 5 taps in a row. How are you feeling after that? Like knowing that it was a redo, but also knowing that your 5 taps were really bad at the last possible moment. How are you feeling?
I knew that Peak said it was redo, so I just cheese barred all of the bars on purpose.
Oh, they were on
Ooh,
purpose!
it was on
Oh!
purpose.
Oh
Dude.
my gosh! Like
Tristop
we were
is-
talking about that the whole stream, like, oh, but his 5 taps might be not be confident right now.
Tristop,
This guy.
your camera is tweaking for me. Is
I
it?
know, I don't know why.
Oh, it's actually tweaking?
Sure
Tristop's?
Mine, on stream it looks fine for me.
Okay, because it looks like you're like it's not like lagging. It's just like you're like glitch. You're in the Matrix right now or something. I don't know what that is. That
My camera's just
that's some
died.
insane stuff. Oh, good.
Wait,
Um,
why is it bugging so much?
wow.
What? It's literally fine all the time, but right now it's just playing up.
Maybe it's still active on like for the CTL stream.
No, I switched it out. Because I have one that I use for matches, and then I have one that I use for Discord calls. I don't know why it's like bugging.
Right.
Current eligible Cadillac
That's so
customers
weird.
get this low
Oh, my
mileage
camera's just
vehicle
not
discount
working.
for
Wait, what?
XT5 for around $439.
If you can't get it to work, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good. What do you have to say to your believers in chat? K9 lost 100,000 channel points on you.
Oh,
Jasmine,
no!
Jasmine lost 25,000.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, that is so sad. I tried, man. The first game I lost by 5k. That was just painful.
Yeah, that was extremely painful.
Right.
Especially because Scooty was in like a legendary dig. He eked out the rest of 23. He could have died early in 23, but he got a couple of lines left, and that was really what pushed him over. So it was really unfortunate for you.
Yeah, it was rough. There you go. Way back.
Oh, camera looks beautiful enough.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Lagging still there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure the fans would love to see a still frame of your face.
Yeah, I didn't see any of what Ski was doing. It just looked like I was losing like all the time. I don't know why, because I feel like I wasn't playing that bad,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I was just like down like the whole time. Really annoying, but
Mhm.
it's good. He's a good player.
One of the things was on stream it was always looking like you were ahead of Scooty in lines, so there's
Yeah,
like
I don't know what happened. I don't know how I was like 2 levels ahead the whole time.
yeah, you would be in like 36 and he'd be on 33 or something, and it's just like
Yeah.
okay, what's happening?
The most annoying thing is the amount of time in between the games. Like
Mm.
it's 12:30 right now for me, and the match
Oh.
started at 11 p.m. So,
Yeah.
and in between games, like Skeet would just disappear for like 20 minutes. Like, bro,
Damn.
what
Yeah.
is bro doing?
Right.
Oh my god.
It's so tough.
You know, I always get the short end of the stick playing in Europe.
Oh yeah.
Get on way too late. But it is what it is. I can't use that as an excuse every single time. It was close. It's not like I played trash because it was late.
Right, it was definitely a good set.
Yeah, it was definitely a good set.
Um,
1.1's minimum every game, so it's not bad.
for sure.
Not bad.
You still proud of your CTL showing this season?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was the game that I won. I was like on 31. I hung like a J on the left, and it was like 9 high or something like that. I can't remember. But then I thought I was so like finished, but I just wasn't. I somehow lived. I thought it was over,
Damn.
but it was not over.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah. 29 felt pretty good today, which is a surprise because normally I just die on level 31 every single game, so that was new.
Yeah, you were making it to like 36, second
Yeah.
game 39. Like your
Yeah.
survival for these games was really good.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know what's happened, but like I haven't been playing that much because I've like got an exam like next week.
Ooh.
So literally the only time I've been playing is comp. So I'm surprised that I've somehow gone from like 1.1 average to 1.2s. I'm actually can actually score on kill screen now, which is pretty good.
This guy's just a
Yeah.
prodigy.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
laptop practice, yeah.
Maybe the secret's just not playing sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe if you start playing now, you don't get world records.
Oh no! Oh no! It's been too long. Oh, boy. Yeah. You're going to CTWC. What's your plans, hopes, goals? What are you thinking?
I want to not lose my first match because last year I got a bye. I was like, oh yes, I'm top 16 seed, and then I just lost my first match anyway. So I got reverse swept by Doge, so that was painful.
Yeah.
I think that's like probably the worst I felt after losing a game. Not gonna lie, like that was a painful one. But
Yeah, like round 0 is definitely nice that you get to skip out if you're top 16,
Yeah.
but you also have to just wait for so long, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
all
yeah.
that pressure adds up.
yeah, and obviously I got Doge as well, who when he was at CWC he was actually playing really good. So
Mm-hmm. Do you like max out quals? Do you think you're gonna excel in that this year?
probably, but like getting max outs at this point, like is at the level that the players around me, probably even like slightly below me, like you can just get max outs like basically every game. So I don't know. I think the seeding this year is gonna be all kind of messed up. Because there's gonna be more and more people that can max like 90% of their games.
Yeah,
So-
definitely. I think the seeding around the top like 20, maybe top 15, like the order won't really matter. It's just whoever plays better that one qual.
And like getting max out, you don't even have to play like aggro. You can just get like 500k transition and then just still max out. So
No, definitely, especially now,
Yeah.
29.
You just, get 900k to kill screen and line out for a bit and you get maxed out. It's not that
Like-
hard, really.
Do you know if we have 39 line cap in quals?
I don't know, but if you don't have a max out by 39, what are you doing?
I don't know if I've ever seen
Just
that.
reset that shit, bro.
You see that on like colors grinds or something?
Yeah, I think I played a game yesterday and I had like 2.5 mil at level 80 or something. Like, what am I doing? That's
Damn.
like 10% touch rate.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong when you're going for lines and whatnot.
Yeah.
Alright.
K9 says, what are your plans and goals for C50 Montreal Regional? I will plan to watch it. I would go. I would go to like way more, but I'm European and I can't.
Yeah, dude, it really sucks.
Yeah.
Players are good at CTM type qual, but bad at CTWC type qual. That's actually a
Really
good
high
question.
Score, not consistent. I don't know.
I know
I feel
there's
like max.
yeah.
I feel like max out is just so low of a bar now that it's
Yeah.
even if you're inconsistent, getting a max out is still not that bad
Yeah.
every game.
Like, even if you're like lower end of CWC level, you're gonna still be like futures players. So
Mhm.
that's still like 4 or 5 max outs in and out in like 2 hours.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you think
it-
that's gonna be the cutoff?
Jeez.
No, because people will choke and it will be like 2. Probably.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, last year was 1.
Was it really?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Eric was 1 and 900k. And
Oh, true. Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, it was
What do you-
something like that. The cutoffs have been, or the mid cutoffs have been really jumping like crazy though.
yeah,
Like top 16 seeds and stuff like that. I remember getting 5 maxes and I was like, okay, surely that's like decent, right? 20 something, and it was 33rd seed. It was like 5 and
Yeah.
800 or something. It's like, damn.
it's like 10 max outs
People
for
are
a
better.
buy or something.
10 max outs for 16 seed is like, okay, that's
Yeah.
just crazy. It might just keep growing. I'm not sure how many people are making it out to LA, but it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have a strong prediction? Who do you think is gonna win CTWC?
Me.
You?
W, bro.
No, I'm trolling. Probably. You can't look past like Fractal Alex, Dog Andy. Like, it's gonna be one of those 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
that's
sure
when
you're
can
not gonna
just,
win, bro?
Huh?
You sure you're not gonna win?
Oh, if it's not gonna be one of them 4, it's gonna be me. But
Yeah.
it's like 99% chance that it's gonna be them, right?
The way Andy's controller has been, you would have a good shot against him right now.
That's true.
Oh,
That
that is true. Yeah, but then when he plays me, he'll magically fix his controller and get 1.8 every game.
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like that's
peak
what
Andy. Peak Andy is a beast. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
Any closing statements, Dan?
If it's not gonna be those 4, it's gonna be me versus Tristop in the final.
Dude, Andy literally created like a mock bracket. Like he ranked all the players, and he said that me and you were gonna play top 16.
Hey, for real?
Yeah.
We haven't played since CTM like last year.
Was it last year? I feel like it might have
Yeah, I
Oh,
retired
yeah.
you, bro.
Yeah, you retired me.
Oh.
This guy, I gotta get my comeback.
Yeah, you came back, and now you're better than me.
Thank you, K9, for
Wait,
stopping
I
by
forgot
watching
you were
the
in my
stream.
last match. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome to see you here.
Oh my gosh.
That was like one of my best sets at the time.
Damn. Yeah, but like you've been just playing super strong. You're like just emerging as easily one of the best space players and best tournament scorers. So it's really
Yeah.
it's looking good for the future. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I really enjoy my stacking in that game. Like, if I watched that post, like 19,
Oh my God.
29.
We
I thought
saw
it was
this
really good.
one move you did on level 28.
yeah.
You like adjusted a Z, you made a hole to like put a J down and like make a roof burn on 28. I don't know if you remember it, but it was really nice.
I think I had multi-Twitch up, and I had
Mhm.
the CTL stream, and I had this stream. Now, could I see you, like, analyzing that? I think,
That placement?
not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna double flip the J. To be honest, I think that would have been better. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean double flip
It
the
might
J
have been
would be better,
possible.
but like the
Yeah.
Z initially at all is just crazy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if I meant to do that. I think it might have been a short time, but
Shh,
yeah,
shh,
I
They don't have to
do
know.
that. Yeah, yeah. That's what I meant to do.
No, it was a legendary placement. All right. GG's still incredible
Yeah.
season. Thank you for coming on, Dan.
Yeah, thank you for having me. GG's.
No problem. Yeah.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks. What the hell?
Less than 2 weeks now. Yeah.
Alright, see you guys later, man.
Yeah. Peace
See you,
out.
Dan.
Peace out.
Peace.
So we can one second. All right, awesome stuff. Drop the Andy bracket.
I don't even
We
know
can talk
what-
about the Andy bracket when it gets close to CGWC. Are you going? I'm not sure if you're going, but I'm going to. It wasn't a misdrop. It wasn't a misdrop.
It wasn't a misdrop. He was trying to play nice for the stream.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be covering CTWC stuff myself. I am like working, so I can't do most of the quals live, but I think by the end of the quals, I'll have some cool stuff set up so I can talk about brackets and make predictions for myself and viewers to fill out, and it'll be awesome stuff. But yeah, it was a really good stream. We did our predictions. Tristop went 3 for 3. I think I went 2 for 3. Good stuff. Tristop, how was the stream?
Yeah, it was really fun. I haven't commentated like seriously in a while, and it's really different being able to like analyze and commentate, because usually commentary just goes so fast. You're talking about a move that's already gone for like 30 pieces. So yeah, this was a very fun experience.
Yeah. Super awesome. A lot of things super scuffed, and it's gonna be hopefully improving into the future. I think by the end of the stream, I pulled it together a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's, it's no longer 3 FPS, no longer 6 bitrate probably, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hope to keep improving. Thank you everybody for watching. Just stop.
Yeah.
I guess before you go, I can ask you as a player the same questions. CTWC goals, predictions.
How
are you feeling?
Goals, I said on stream a while back, top 8. Because it's a lot easier. I mean, I got top 8 in 2021, but that was completely different because it was double elim, and I had to go through all of the losers bracket because I lost round 1. So, I'm like, if I'm comparing top 8 to that, that's way harder. But top 8 in Series C is just like, I'll probably get top 16 seed, right? And then I just won 2 games, right? 2 matches.
Ooh, true.
So I'm hoping for that, at least. I'm not expecting to win, but I mean, it'd be nice. Like anything above top 8 will just be added bonus. Cause I mean, top 4, that's already such like a high esteem level, you know?
Yeah.
I feel. So not reaching for the stars, just going. I think I can get top 8. Predictions. I think honestly, my money is on. I think it's on Dog.
On Dog.
Or Alex. I think those two.
Okay.
In my eyes. Honestly, haven't seen much of Alex comp recently, but Dog comp has been solid, except for the eyeball game, but we don't talk about that. Of course, he has comp world record. Alex just crazy. And yeah, I mean, of course Fractal and Andy are also like the other two always end up question, but Andy controller right now, and then Fractal also just plays solidly, but compared to his like peak, I can't say for him 100% right now, but definitely contender. If Andy gets controller fixed, contender. And but also just for the community, I hope like either Scooty or Alex, if they get into the finals, I mean that's just good for the community, you know, like we benefit from that either way. So yeah, that's my predictions.
And final question, when's your next stream?
Later. I'll eat dinner and I will stream later.
All right, guys.
So-
Tristop has a new Twitch channel, Tristop716 on Twitch. I'll type the link in here. I can't really raid. I wish I could raid people. Not that I could raid Tristop. He's not streaming right now, but
So it's too new channel.
yeah, my channel's so new that the default setting for other channels is gonna not allow raids from me. So I wish I could send whatever small raid, but I can't do that right now. But I really appreciate everyone watching. If you are a lurker or something, be sure to follow, join the Discord and everything to stay notified, stay updated with me and all the analysis content. We're going to be hosting new people, having new technology on, talking about CTWC, talking about CTL, CTM, stream tomorrow, and I will be on a CTL stream on Sunday. So that's a bunch of hype content. Tristop, any last words?
Yeah, thanks for watching and sticking through us the whole stream. Make sure to follow Kofi, make sure to follow me, and yeah.
Yes, sir. Follow both
Yes,
of
sir.
us. You heard the man. That is going to be it for the stream. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye.
See ya.